Yeah.
Um, just hope the best for your cousin that had their leg amputated.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Sorry to
what?
hear that again. Yeah, their cousin who's in their 50s, um, had their leg amputated.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so I just
What?
sorry for that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know. Yeah, it's crazy.
There's a big
Oh shit.
age gap, I guess, but that's all right. That's
Yeah.
cousins for you.
Cousins. Yeah. Hopefully they'll be able to recover fully after that.
Yeah, that's intense.
Yeah,
Oh
oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. You see. Boom. There we go. But anyways, again, let me see here. Ah, shit. My leg keeps losing tracking, and I'm like, I don't know why.
Ooh, I like those shoes.
Oh yeah, thanks.
You're
Got these new
welcome.
kicks off of Rebook. Imagine a Rebook, but get stupid cable. Stupid cable. All right. Hey, how y'all doing, everybody? Beargunson here with the Beargunson podcast, episode 37. Believe it or not,
It's crazy. We're almost at 40.
almost at fucking 40, yo.
40.
40. Which is, it's not too bad, not too bad. Getting close to 50. Which I still have no idea what to do for the 50th episode, but definitely gonna make it an interesting one. But anyways, let's get right into it. I hope y'all will enjoy this episode. Also, if you're wondering about episode 36, I did not leave the VOD out. I did tweak it out just a little bit, and I put it on YouTube. So it did premiere there. Let's see what time is it right now. It is almost 6, so it's probably still premiering right now. And yeah, so if you want to go back and watch the previous episode, it is currently available on my YouTube channel. Anyways, about how y'all doing? How you doing, Turbo?
Good, man. I'm gonna say, I was super happy because today was amazing weather. Like literally like 70 degrees. I'm outside in shorts and t-shirt. And
Yeah.
the best part is there's still snow. So it's kind of funny. I like brought like my turtles outside and let them like get like sun. But I was like, this is so crazy because I have turtles outside, but there's like snow on the ground. And then I worked on my bike and cleaned my garage because I have to get my car ready, just in case I do move soon. So I was getting that all ready to go, and I'm actually pretty excited. I brought my I have this like fuel injector cleaner machine that
Mm.
like it's electronic and it has like test tubes on it and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But I brought that to my friends as well because I'm like, yo, I'm gonna leave this here just in case I do move. We went halves on it, so I'm gonna just leave it at his
Yeah.
place.
Sounds good. I mean,
Yeah.
so the move is gonna be official after all, then, huh?
Not 100%. But essentially I got a call Friday saying that they want to fly me out. But they wanted to fly me out like next week. And I was like,
Oh
oh, like
shit.
I have a lot of things going on. I'm like, how about like this
Yeah.
day? So they're gonna reconfirm on some dates after. And I was like, yo, just give me like a week and a half at least, because I can't just leave. I have a bunch of stuff I gotta take care of.
Right.
So they want to fly me out for like 3 or 4 days. So pretty sure that way they can, I already went past the interview, I already did all that, so now it's just kind of
Yeah.
like they're gonna get me there, show me the facility, let me see the area too, and I want to take advantage of that, and I'm gonna like look at places that I could like move into, so I'm gonna like check out the facility, but I think they're gonna give me like a rental car too, so I'll be able to go and like check several places out that I might like go out to move, potential move in spots. And
Hmm.
yeah, so there's a lot of planning and a lot going. It's gonna be kind of crazy the next 2 weeks, and a lot to
Yeah. I
look
mean, that'll be
check
interesting to see
things.
how that turns out.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But yeah, no, very excited. I've been trying to get a lot of things going. Um, what else did I do? Oh, today, since it was so nice, I also did my jersey, my motocross jersey.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
put in the sales.
nice.
Yes, yes, yes.
I saw it on Instagram. It looks nice.
It does. Thank you, thank you. I'm very
Hmm.
excited. I'm very excited.
Make sure.
Um, Yeah, I mean, it looked good. I was like, I've never done that before, like done a jersey. I've done like stuff on shirts, but like, jersey materials like polyester, it's a little different. So I was like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna
Oh
take.
yeah.
But it ended up coming out really nice. I was actually really impressed.
Should have went for the spandex or something.
No, I don't know if they have. They have the material used for like jerseys and stuff. It's a little bit different because it has to be like it's like quick drying pretty much.
Mm.
Because you know you got like off roading, you get like really wet and muddy and stuff really fast. But
Oh yeah.
I also ate like an absolute just monster this weekend, I should say. Because it wasn't just today. Like today, I finished a pack of Oreos. Yesterday, I had like a whole. I bought a dinner box from Pizza Hut. You ever had those? You guys ever have a
A
dinner
dinner
box,
box
like a
from Pizza
family
Hut?
dinner box?
No, I don't think
It's
I've
like,
ever.
all right, so it's a big rectangular box, right? And one
Yeah.
side you have one. Like, you could have the same type of pizza, but usually you have one type of topping pizza on one side topping pizza on another. In the middle, you got chicken wings, and then breadsticks. It's awesome. It's so
Sounds like a lot of food.
it is
Yes.
a lot of food. I'm gonna be honest. I woke up in the middle of the night. That's why I was up. For those that were on Discord, I was up at like 4 in the morning, like 4:30, somewhere in there. Because I woke up because I literally like my stomach was like, bro, what is happening? I passed out from like a food coma, but then woke up at 4, like full of energy, but also my stomach was like, yo, we are not the healthiest right now. You need to chill. So I had to drink water. I had to drink a lot of water. I ate so much this weekend. It was awesome. What about you guys?
Sounds pretty crazy, especially for something like that big too. Sounds
Dude,
awesome.
yeah, it was awesome. It was freaking awesome. I mean, it lasted me the whole day, but still, I was just like, I was literally
It's
in a coma,
you get a whole like a food baby coming out.
pretty much. Yeah, and the icing on top was like, oh, let me have a green tea. I had a green tea to
Oh,
no,
Yeah.
no
you
soda.
green tea?
Nice.
Let me guess, green tea shot.
No, I have a glass of wine.
A glass of wine.
Nice.
Oh, let me move that closer.
Call out
Oop,
my
there we go.
name.
But let me see here. Whoops, sorry about that. Just trying to fix my shit over here. But how about you, Katie? Huh? How was your weekend?
It was good. What day was it? Friday? Yeah, Friday I went axe throwing with a friend.
Wait, hold on.
And
Axe throwing?
yeah, it was actually a
Who
lot
pissed
of
you
fun.
off?
Nobody. But it was fun. I hit the bullseye, like in the middle. I hit that a couple times.
Oh
Pretty
shit!
proud of myself.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Nice. All
I
right.
got to ring the bell.
A ring a ding
What's
ding.
that?
When you hit in the middle, like bullseye, you can ring the bell and kind of let everybody know that you're a boss ass bitch.
Your
Oh,
boss
I
is-
did that. Yeah.
hey, I
Nice,
did it.
nice. Yo.
Yeah,
Nice.
I didn't do anything other than that really. Kind of just hung out at home with Charlotte.
Okay.
But it was a nice weekend. It was
Nice.
relaxing.
I mean, sounds like a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Throwing them axes and everything.
Yeah, I'll definitely do it again. 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
10 out of
Really?
10.
That's
Especially
awesome.
if you have like
Nice.
some pent up aggression. Throwing an axe at something. Yeah.
It's
nice.
so it's like therapeutic. for the
It
most-
is. It really is.
He's like, oh, she's like, got my goddamn
My
axe.
arm hurts now, but
Yeah, yeet.
Nice.
So it means that basically what happened. Like, someone pissed you off, and you're like, you know what? I just feel like axe throwing. I feel like, oh shit.
Exactly.
I feel like throwing an axe at somebody, that pissed me off. I won't say names. I feel like doxing them, doxing their ass. Throwing an axe at them at the same time.
So.
I want to get my point, out there, feeling on edge.
Like when you're like throwing a glass or like dropping a glass plate or something, it feels good.
Wait,
right? Sometimes.
Wait, at
Like
what
at
point
work.
does dropping your plate feel good?
Okay, so sometimes at work, like because I work in a restaurant, I would be really mad. And I would purposely drop and break plates just because the sound of them hitting the ground was helpful for me. It was therapeutic. But that's how I feel about like
that
throwing
one
axes.
fucking customer.
Like, what the? You right? Like, yo, stop bringing the plates. I need you.
No, my bad. My bad. No, I acted like I didn't mean to.
Fuck this shit.
Of course.
Like, my bad. I slipped.
It's like, whoops. I didn't mean that, manager.
Like, sorry, it slipped for the third time today.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's slipped these nuts.
Oh, okay.
Bruh. So for the most part, it's just been like breaking China and and axes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. I had a good weekend.
Oh, it sounds awesome. Glad you had a good time.
Thanks.
Yeah. But
What about you?
my weekend's been all right. Not too bad. Can't complain too much. Sadly, I haven't really got a chance to start work yet. There's been a couple mishaps in communication, so for the most part, still looking for a job and all that, and hopefully I'll be able to get one soon. So I guess we'll figure it out when that happens. Hopefully by next week I'll know, whether or not be able to get started and when. But other than that, I mean, nothing too crazy. I just came up with this avatar, another one. Nothing too crazy, it's basic. Got these boots right here. Hey, you good?
Sorry.
They
Took a
just
deep breath
they
and then
just
I also,
lifted
checked
the
it.
mask mandate over here, but I'm thinking about having them reinstated.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's when is it? The 7th, which is I think tomorrow. In New York, it's completely gone. Dude's like, yeah, get rid of all this crap. You don't need
Yeah.
you don't need vax cards, you don't need masks, you don't need any of that. It's
Sheesh.
crazy how everyone's like view changed after a bunch of truckers were like, yeah, we're not gonna do this. Literally, like everyone's view. It's like, oh man, maybe we shouldn't piss people off anymore. And I mean, whatever, we're not gonna get political about it. But I was just like, hey,
Right.
dude, like, how do you just flip the switch? I don't know.
Yeah, I watch it. It's gonna change by tomorrow.
Right?
Gonna change every day.
We'll see. We'll see what happens with gas prices now. That's like the
Oh,
new thing. You know what I was laughing was, we're like, how there's like that war going on. Imagine like, oh no, the war's gonna be a remote war. Like they're gonna fight over Zoom. Like, yeah, like boom, boom, you're dead. Like no, like nah, dude, you gotta like lay down on the ground there. I shot you. Like, oh
What,
okay.
like Battleship?
Right, battleship.
But-
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have a Zoom meeting war. We're not allowed to. Everyone has to keep 6 foot, right? Imagine that. You're gonna attack someone like, "Hey, man, you're breaking the rules. 6 foot. You can't shoot me any closer than that." I gotta wear a mask. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. So
Bruh. Honestly, too, funny thing. Imagine like the World War III happens over Call of Duty.
right? I guess, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to. Let's
EA
hold
Sports.
this as a tournament.
Yeah, it's a tournament.
Lag.
Lag. I blame lag. Hacks.
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 Yeah. Yeah, it's cool, man. I just like I said, I was hoping this thing would be over like quickly or something. Like they would just come to like terms, peace talks. But doesn't look like that's what's gonna happen, sadly.
Yeah.
Looks like it's gonna be a little longer than people anticipated. By the way, I guess let's go over this. What are gas prices by you guys for regular gas, not diesel or 93, just regular gas, lowest?
This is regular glass.
Octane.
I was about to say glass. Regular gas.
Mm.
What about you, Katie? You want to go first?
Honestly, couldn't tell you.
Why don't you drive?
Nope.
Or you got a Tesla?
You haven't even seen like prices at all, like on the.
I want to say like 3 something.
Okay,
But
I mean that's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
I gotta say, in one day, I remember it was like, oh hell yeah! Like I was like, I saw him go down for like 1 week, and then it just skyrocketed back up. One on Friday, $3.99. Okay, I was like, yo, I gotta fill up, so
Yeah.
I like filled up. Or not Friday, Thursday. Thursday it was
Thursday?
$3.99. Yeah.
Mm.
Friday or Saturday? Yeah, I think Saturday, because I worked Friday night, so I got out at like 3 a.m., so it's technically Saturday.
Yeah.
It's 4.15. 4.15 for gas. It's just like that. It's like going up.
Jeez. Oh my.
Yeah.
Bruh.
How much is it by you?
Dude, it's almost $6 a gallon.
Wow.
Jeez.
It's like $5.55. Last time I checked it. So
Wow.
it's like, yeah, it's definitely not very consumer friendly right now in California.
No, not at all. It's like,
But
let me go out
especially
summer.
like
I
you're
saw a
thinking
meme
because
earlier
sometimes
of,
some areas like you get an Arco at one area that's one price, and then the other will be maybe slightly cheaper. Well, no,
Yeah.
all of them are the same price. All
Yeah,
of them.
they're all like, yeah, we're all raising our prices.
I saw a meme earlier, and it was like the ones where it says what I'm doing tonight, and it was a dude just chilling in bed, and another person on the bottom is like what I'm actually doing tonight, and a dude siphoning gas from people in cars.
Oh yeah, literally. Like what I'm doing. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's going up. So they're predicting, at least in New York, they're predicting it to hit $7. So I was like, oh, for regular. That means like
Yeah.
for like 93, that means we're talking $8-9. Diesel $9, $9-10. That's crazy.
Oh
And
yeah.
for
Shit.
people that don't know about diesels, like a car will take about 10 to 15 gallons, not even like 13, maybe like 10 to 13 gallons of gas,
Yeah, maybe.
so if it's 10 times 5, if it's $5 a gallon, 10 times 5, you're paying $50 to fill up the tank, right? Diesels hold like, they don't hold 10, they'll hold like 50 to 100 gallons.
Oh,
150
easily.
gallons. So
Easily.
now if diesel's $10, you're literally doing 150 times 10. So
Was it
they're
like a
spending a lot of
1,000
money
over like $1,500 to fill up
in
your
gas
sucker?
to fill up their diesel. Like, Jesus Christ.
Shit, you know.
Yeah, my Prius is looking super good right now. I'm just saying. I am so happy I have that
Yeah.
car. I always would get shit from my car friends. I still do, but I don't care. I feel like it's so freaking awesome now. So
Yeah.
I'm happy. Cause I mean, yeah, it still sucks, but I'm like, at least like, all right, like $40 or $40 will get me where I gotta go. Like, all right, it used to be $20. I guess I gotta pay 40. Like, whatever. I could do 40. Can't do 100. I'm not gonna. If I'm spending $100 on gas, like, bro, I'm gonna be very selective where I go. I'm not going to Burger King anymore. I'm not going to Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, Katie, you don't drive, but you like think about it. It'll still affect people even if you don't drive. Everything starts to
Mhm.
go up in price. Um I don't know if by you guys, but like electrical companies have kind of like raised their prices too.
Oh really?
Cause yeah, because I mean, natural gases and stuff usually power electrical plants, right? They still run off
Right.
natural gas. Is not, not every, I'm not saying every electrical
Right.
company, but I know the ones that do. So if gas is going up, you got to think about it, like electricity is going to go up too, Uber is going to go up. I don't know, anything that relies on some kind of transportation that involves some kind of gasoline, it's just going to go up. Tesla's probably like, hell yeah, you know. But in order to charge a Tesla, you still need electricity. You need electrical company.
Yeah.
So it's like you still feel the heat, even if you drive a Tesla.
Yeah, and then
It's
I can
kind of
only
sucks.
imagine with Elon Musk, he's probably be charging a pretty penny since he's sending that one of his satellite things out to Ukraine for them to use in the war.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah, so it was like on some news thing. I'm not sure like how accurate it is. It was just on a news article saying that
I
Elon
saw that
Musk's.
too.
You saw it? Yeah, but
Mhm.
about actually, let me see. I can look it up real quick. Well, and also Big Oof, how you doing? Let's see.
What's her name?
Heyyo, Oof. It's like, let's see. Also, Ray says, "Cheers, Katie. I'm having wine too." And then Ray says,
Oh,
"Gas
yay.
is $4 over here." Oof is trying to lurk, but no lurk command. Yeah, I don't have command. Sorry about that, Oof. So actually, let me see. Boom, new window. Bada bing, bada boom. The window. Set the contents for Chrome. There we go. That's that's a lovely part about OVR. You could just do things on the fly without ever having to go into AFK.
Amazing.
Right. Let me see. Elon biscuits. I was actually about to spell that.
Do you use Twitter at all?
Fuck no. Twitter's
No, I
Twitter's
haven't been
cancer.
used.
I don't really like Twitter. I do have it though, and like I always forget, but I still get like notifications on my Yahoo. And then like there was something because there was a development. It was a VR chat thing where essentially they were trying to bring in full like facial tracking and hand tracking.
Oh, really?
But it was like really really well. The guy was he's one of the things he helps with VR chat a lot. He's
Okay.
helped the devs come up with a lot of stuff. So it was really cool. He was like he grabbed a sandwich and he was like eating it. It was like so like on point. It was really cool. I was like, oh, chill. So like I liked it. I liked it on Twitter, and I was like, all right, cool. And then
I'm
ever since I
sure.
like that, now like literally all I'm getting is like I like one thing and my Twitter, like my email's blowing up with like, oh, like this so and so tweeted this. I'm like, who is this? Like what? And it's just
Mm.
VR chat, like and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
posts from VTubers and stuff.
Nice.
Jeez, their algorithms like so weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, so I found the article that I was talking about. Basically, I was saying that he sent SpaceX. SpaceX is focusing on cyber defense after Starlink signals were jammed near Ukraine.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so it's like Star Wars all over again. The prequels. Here we go.
Yeah. Do you guys know where Star Wars came from?
George Lucas.
George
No,
Lucas. Yeah,
actually,
Lucas.
so during the Cold War, there was a project named Star Wars, and essentially what they wanted to do was set up either satellites or missile silos on the moon, pretty much orbiting
Oh, you're talking about like the
the
actual
Earth.
Star Wars. Never
Yeah,
mind.
so they pretty much were thinking of like, all right, so that way if Russia, right, because during the Cold War, it's the whole, who's gonna send a rocket first. So if Russia sends a nuke,
Well, you're thinking about the Space Wars.
then they're going to pretty much like before it reaches its destination, they could shoot the rocket through a satellite in space, and poof, it'll blow up in space and it'll never land. That's what it was called, Star Wars. They were always like, that's why there was a race to the moon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was a whole thing.
I know
It was
what you're
pretty
talking
cool.
about, but that's called the Space Wars. It's not called Star Wars.
The program was called Star Wars. You can Google
Yeah,
it.
the program, but like the actual thing, it was called the Space Wars.
Yeah, Space Wars was pretty much them trying like who can get to space first. And
Yeah.
actually it was Russia who did it. But then who could get to the moon, that's where we like actually
That's where we came
got
in.
to that.
Yeah.
Supposedly there's like actually a bunch of like kind of like what is it, like a bunch of controversies about that.
No, like
It was
conspiracy
pretty intense.
theorists.
Yeah,
and all
I
that.
always like
Yeah.
to listen about that, but I'm like some stuff's like okay, like come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Like
the
I've
Earth's
I've
so
I've
flat.
I've
actually
seen
really
I've
funny.
seen them on strings.
Yeah, like what? Like
The aliens are real.
but
It's
I
like
always like
sometimes
the
I
both
dream
sides.
about cheese.
Yeah, now I'm craving cheese right now.
But it was pretty cool.
You guys ever
like,
had
to
like one of
see that.
those, like those like the pack string cheese?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say charcuterie
Yeah.
board.
Well,
That too, actually.
I
That
love
too.
charcuterie boards.
I don't know what that is.
They're addicting in all the wrong
What?
ways, but I don't care. They're good.
A charcuterie board? It's like a board with a bunch of different cheeses and meats, and I remember one time I had a charcuterie board and it was olives with jalapenos stuffed inside. It
So
was
basically like a
delicious.
Lunchable box. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
kinda.
That times 1,000.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's
Sounds
basically that.
very
Yeah.
you. I'm not surprised.
Very.
Very you. What's that supposed to mean? Does that
Like I could see them having a very
Oh
like
my god.
badass
and
Lunchable
wine.
box.
Che-
Yes, there you
cheese.
go.
I don't like. Wait. Well, hold on. What's the deal with cheese and wine though? Like what?
It pairs well.
I don't
Yeah, they
know.
do go together.
I can't
guess
confirm.
well.
I
haven't
can't
known.
really say much about it because I'm still a minor. I don't really what's the word? I don't have
You'll
Wait,
know
the
then,
what?
right?
privilege
You'll know
to
then. It goes together.
do that.
Cheese and wine. It does.
Yeah.
Cheese
Now
and
is there a
wine.
certain
Oh,
cheese?
shit.
I never understood that.
Is there a
But you-
certain cheese that goes, or any cheese?
I'm
Like
sure
sharp
there's
cheese?
certain cheese. But I feel like any cheese. Even like fucking a slice of American cheese.
Really?
Get a slice of American
Even though
cheese.
isn't like wait hold on, isn't like American cheese
What
not
about
really
Gouda?
cheese at all?
I don't know. I think the ones that you like fold out of the plastic. I don't know about that cheese.
I
Because
think
think
it
they
I'm
just
depends
call it
which one you
cheese just to
get.
call it
Because I
cheese.
have heard if you get the cheap one, they're like flammable. I'm like, yo, what?
Yeah, do some
It's like
flaming.
flammable
Yeah.
cheese. It's like, what is going
you know,
on?
just make it,
Yeah.
just have a homemade Kroger flamethrower. Just
Yeah,
get a
but you
bunch
can
of
taste it.
slices of American
Yeah,
cheese.
if you
Just
get cheap cheese and then you get like in that package, and then if you get like a different cheese and it's like kind of better grade or something, like
yeah.
you could
I mean,
taste it. Like
apparently
one tastes like
water's
straight
flammable.
chemicals, and then
Hey, you know,
sometimes like
honestly, you know it's American if it's flammable.
yeah,
America.
Exactly.
pumped
Hell,
with fucking
apparently
gasoline.
some of the water here is flammable. Apparently, I
Oh,
don't know
that's not
how
good.
true that is, or whether, or if it's true at all. But apparently, some water,
Cleveland.
some of the water here is flammable.
I don't
I'm,
know.
Jesus,
I
I
think
mean,
somebody's blowing smoke up your ass.
the flammable
No,
water. No,
no.
I've only heard of that where like sources of water were being contaminated with chemicals, but it was like,
yeah.
nah,
Yeah.
it's okay. Like,
I mean,
and people were like, yo, like getting sick and stuff, and it was like, yeah, the
yeah.
water was like,
Oh, what?
Completely
you're able
normal,
to light it.
guys.
Yeah,
No need to worry
you
at
got
all.
like the meth capital of Wisconsin
That's cool.
is one
Hey,
place.
you know, there's videos of like Cleveland. Like, have you seen that meme video? Like, it's supposed like a tour guide, and there like it shows like the water all like fucked up with dead fish in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I had a big issue right by me.
Oh,
I
really?
got I have a National Air Guard base right by me, so
Mm.
they run like like tests and like exercise all the time. It's really cool. You can see like the
Yeah.
huge like they call them the Hercules, big huge like um the big huge planes that they transport like several tanks and stuff. So they're
Yeah.
humongous and they'll fly like low
Oh,
because
you
they're
were
running
telling me about
exercises.
those.
Yeah, those things are
Crap.
badass. But what had happened was all chemical waste that they had from that Air Force base, they were just like dumping into like into the Hudson River, like right by us. Like
Oh
literally it was
yeah,
just like
yeah.
dumping like no,
Oh
that's okay. It
shit.
was just like dumping it. Yeah. And then I guess like when when like the Flint, Michigan thing happened, so like
Mm.
kind of started putting
Yeah.
on a national level, like, hey, like so like let's test our water levels, and people were like, yo, our water level's horrible here. What's going on? And they're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna get to the bottom of it. So they're trying to figure out what's happening. And there's a reservoir, and what was happening was, I guess like the water was being dumped into the Hudson River, but where it was being dumped, it was leaching into the reservoir, and so the
Yeah.
water was like completely unacceptable, like to
That's
drink.
not
It was like
good.
so bad. Yeah, it was so bad. Like they were like, so they started like
Bruh.
handing out like bottles of water to people. But where it happened, it was more of like a low income area, so it wasn't like they just handle it so bad because they're like, yeah, bottles of water are great, but like, bro, what am I gonna shower with? Like they're like, no,
Shit.
no, well, we'll handle it. And then like nobody wants to say, hey, my bad, that's my fault. So the what's it called, Air Force, or not Air Force, National Guard base was like, oh, like we're gonna find a solution, and that was taking time. But people need water, so essentially what ended up happening was like they had this the federal government had get involved, and they sent now there's like this section right by Walmart that's just like a bunch of like water treatment centers that now
Mm.
like test the water, clean it, and then it goes to those reservoirs. I don't know. It was a whole thing. It took like 2-3 years just to like get it
Interesting.
going. Yeah, it was insane, and it looks so ugly too. Like
Oh yeah.
they put it in like the worst place, and like at first when they built it, because it was such a rush, and I'm pretty sure it's just who's gonna do what, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god, it looks so bad.
You
But
know
Yeah.
what?
yeah, I mean, it could happen. Always test your water. You never know. You
That
never know.
actually,
This shit could happen.
you actually unlocked a memory that I had, like a few years ago. So, hang on, I'm just gonna tell it. Raise your hand if raise your hands if anybody is into forensics in any sort of way. Okay, crickets. But nah, but there was like this whole case. Pretty sure you guys have heard about it at the Cecil Hotel about a disappearance of a girl named Elisa Lamb.
Oh damn.
She disappeared at that hotel, and a couple days later, they found her body somehow in the water tank.
Hmm.
In the water tanks in one of the hotels. because there
Oh,
were
I heard
reports.
about that.
Yeah, because there were reports saying that the water was discolored and it smelled and tasted
Ew.
funny.
Someone
So
had
when they
stuck
went
the
to
body in
Ooh.
investigate
there,
the
right?
water tanks, they found her.
Yeah,
Huh?
someone had put the body in there or something, and then they
Yeah,
put
somebody
concrete
put the
over it.
body in there. Here's the
Yeah,
thing though.
What?
No one
yeah, I
knows
heard
to this
about that.
day how she got in there. She because
Yeah,
apparently in order to get up to the water tanks, you have to pass through two alarmed doors. You have to gain access to two alarmed doors that are locked. And somehow she was able to go past those doors undetected.
yeah, I'm
Dang.
pretty sure someone
So
just stuffed
yeah,
her in there. Somebody that
probably,
can
but
break her in.
that's not the end of the story because um there was a whole outbreak going on at that hotel where people were starting to get sick from the water that they were drinking.
Oh yeah, because
And
you're drinking
get
dead
this,
body water.
the case files that they named it
Ugh,
whenever they were investigating the waters was, get this, Lamb Elisa.
damn,
Yeah.
that's
And apparently there
gross.
was a movie that kind of it wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional, but the movie's called Dark Waters, and it the whole story in that movie replicates exactly what happened with Elisa Lamb, and the
Damn,
elevator
Yeah,
even
maybe the
malfunctions at the
producer.
end.
Maybe
right?
the
Like,
producer did it.
Bruh.
I,
Hey, you
I,
know.
I don't know. I don't know how we shifted from that to what I was talking about, but it just reminded me of that. So yeah,
It sounds like some mafia shit going on there.
right? Yeah,
wouldn't say mafia, but sure, let's go with that.
you'd be surprised, man. That's like
Yeah.
I was telling there was where I used to like so when I was in high school, I was working at a mechanic shop, and
Hmm.
I remember like learning so much about like shady shit that would happen, but
Mm,
like I don't know, like every town's different or whatever, but like
right.
the amount of doesn't matter what people's position is. I feel like for a most part, right? Like everything has a price.
Oh
So,
yeah.
and I'm not saying that's with everybody. I do feel like some people would be like, yeah, no, sorry, like there's no price on that. Like if someone's a buy my dog, I don't care if they bring like $500 billion. Like I'm not giving them my dog. My dog's mine. You know what I mean? Like he's with me.
He's
But
priceless.
it's priceless, exactly. But somebody's like, hey, look, I know you're in charge of this. On this day, I'm gonna ask you to just look away. Don't ask any questions. Just look away. And if this works out, I'll give you, $200,000. All right, how about that? I'll give you 100,000 right now. Most people are gonna say, yeah, sure, whatever, man. I don't care. It's not my business. I'll just look the other way. And I from what
Sheesh.
I heard, there was this very kind of like it's kind of scary because you think it's just a hotel. Like, no, there you never know. The hotel
Yeah.
might be involved, this and that,
Hmm.
or the water
Oh yeah.
treatment might be involved. Dude, there
You
was
never
a
know.
place here that was a really fancy restaurant. It was known for like you go there, it's like steakhouse. It was like had like fish. It was right next to the river, you know. And what ended up happening was it was just literally a huge drug front. Even though it was the fanciest place, like the mayor like would go there, had pictures of the mayor and everything, like famous people go there.
Damn.
But it was the biggest drug front ever. Like it was huge.
Bruh moment
Yeah.
there.
Wow.
And the best part is like I think like the only reason it started to go down was because
Hmm.
like somebody's like mistress was like snitching on people, like something like that. That was
Damn.
it.
Yeah.
Not because like this and that, like, but there were so many people involved, like it was so many people involved with like they pretty much like it was like they pretty much pinned it on one person. The other people just got like a slap on the wrist. We're talking like chief of police, like
Yeah.
owners this and that, like people
Damn.
that, yeah, I was like, what is happening? It was pretty crazy.
That's fucked
Sheesh.
up.
Yeah, that's what I
No, what
mean.
he said, yeah.
Sheesh indeed.
Wasn't there like a whole thing with like the Biltmore hotels like having secret rooms inside one of the ballrooms? And that's where Al Capone like did like his whole business with like drug dealers and all that crap.
Maybe I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. You never know. I mean, dude, those people were making so much money that they were like they could pretty much like let's open a hotel and then like make a room in there. Like
Yeah,
they didn't even have to pay people off at that point. Making so much money they could open the
pretty
hotel.
much.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about how much money, and a lot of it's
Yeah.
like cash. So
No,
No,
man.
How you
because like
making
the
this
craziest
cash?
thing is, it's like that's like the most unexpected thing for something like that to be in. You know, like you don't expect something like in that magnitude. Are you okay?
You
Bless
good
you.
over there? Yo, do we
Every
need
time.
social
Doesn't believe
distancing?
me. Doesn't
We-
believe me. What does that sound like,
do we
bro?
need?
What does that sound like when she sneezes? Be honest.
Um,
Be honest.
sounds like she's choking on something. I don't know.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh.
Choking on
What?
something.
Like
Yeah.
fucking,
Oh,
like suffocating or something.
wow, wow,
Or
wee,
so,
wow.
yeah. Something.
No.
Sometimes it sounds
Literally.
like a no. There have been instances though where like whenever we were on a podcast and you'd sneeze, all I'd hear is like a little mouse. It's like.
What the fuck? My sneezes are normal.
But not
I
even
literally
close.
Yes.
Nah.
It's,
You should
it's like
see how the Russian
it's like
sneeze.
it's like that
Where
one
the mouth
it's like that
and
one
the eyeball
SpongeBob
was
episode, you know, where he has a picture of his brain. He's like it's normal size and perfectly functional.
I feel like I should purposely make my sneezes aggressive.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
No,
I'm
because the
Yeah, I
excited
last
to
will.
thing
hear
we
this.
need
I'm
is
excited
you
to hear this
sneezing
now.
out
It's
a
an
giant
aggressive moan.
fireball like a Russian.
Like
Excited to see this.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
Soviet
gonna do my
Russia.
sneezes for now
Your
on.
sneezes are gone.
All right,
You
I'm excited
reload
for this.
yourself.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay.
It's here.
Go
Yeah,
get
we
some
got.
pepper.
Yeah,
Get some pepper.
yeah. It's here. It's here. You know what? Want to hear the loudest
Do
sneeze
it,
you could
do
possibly make?
I can't do it now.
Do it.
All right, when it
Do
comes,
it.
I want to
Do
hear it.
it. Do it. Do it. Nah.
Yeah. So.
But anyways, like so. So what have y'all been getting into lately? Huh? You know, like anything exciting? Any crazy
Ginger ale.
ginger ale? Huh? Okay.
Yeah,
That's a
ginger ale.
start. It's a start. You know, did you mix it with anything?
Yeah. Dr. Pepper.
You
Did you
uncultured
know,
swine, get the fuck
Coke
out of this
and-
podcast.
If you mix Coke and a little bit of Sprite together, it tastes like ginger ale.
I've tried that actually, and I can confirm it tastes exactly like ginger ale.
Mhm.
It's ridiculous.
Nice.
It tastes exactly
Some
like.
lady
Interesting.
at my work didn't like our actual ginger ale, so I made her the little mix.
Yeah,
She
nah.
liked it. She didn't complain.
Oh, really?
Like nowadays, every time I go
So there's
to a
that.
McDonald's or like any restaurant that has like a soda machine that I have access to, I just do that just to make ginger ale or like something
have-
similar to it.
You ever have a real ginger drink, like a ginger soda?
I
Yeah.
have.
Mhm.
I haven't.
They're good.
Pretty good.
Really?
Pretty good.
Tastes
I
different,
recommend
yeah.
it.
Now, honestly, like I stopped drinking soda long ago.
Yeah, that's why I don't really have it. I had it because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, because it's supposed to be like
Nowadays, the
healthier.
only thing that I drink is water. I'm not even
Nice.
kidding you. Every time that someone
Nice.
offers me a soda, I'm like, "Is there water available?" And they're like, "Yeah." All right, I'll have that.
It's in the
I
soda,
will literally,
sucker.
I will not pick anything else. The only thing that I
A
will
bunch of
pick
different
is
things.
water. If I have the choice to pick
bet.
water, I will pick water.
I drink water. I
Uh-huh.
drink occasionally. If I do drink soda, it's only Sprite.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Cool.
And tea.
That's
But
fair.
Yeah.
nothing. I mean, and beer and stuff, and wine,
Ah.
like normals.
Any alcoholic beverage, pretty much.
Yes, anything pretty
I
much.
don't understand the
Right.
appeal. Is that like an acquired taste? Like when it
Yeah.
Yeah,
comes
like
to
if you
alcohol?
like
Yeah.
the taste of piss, then you'll love beer. You know what I mean?
It doesn't taste like pee.
But if you don't, then you're not.
Wait,
gonna like
didn't you
Right,
try
right.
Blue Moon and you said it wasn't that bad?
it. I did not. I wanted to try it, but they didn't have it. Remember, they had some other thing. That's
Oh,
good,
maybe
it's not too bad.
Cairo was the one that tried it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Well,
I
it
don't care
tastes
for
good.
beer
Those
that
are drug
much.
kids.
I honestly
No.
don't care
I
for
like
beer.
beer.
I bet.
Can you bear these
do.
nuts in your face?
Oh my god.
But
It's never ending.
no, it's a never ending.
Wait, so what is
Yeah.
this episode? We're episode 37, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, we're almost at 50.
Mm-hmm.
50's nuts in your mouth? Nah, shit.
Oh my god, can you tell Bear how good I got you?
Yes.
Really?
I was kind of mad. That was last week, wasn't it? That was last weekend.
Yes.
Or was that on Sunday? When was it? Yeah, it was when
I
you
don't know.
went
I
out.
got off work.
You went out with your friends.
I was working one day.
Yeah. So
It was some weekday.
I'm like out. I didn't have like my phone on me. I had my phone, but I didn't realize I wasn't checking it right. And I'm like, oh, let me check. And I'm like, oh shit, like I got a call. And she's like, can you call me immediately? I'm like, oh shit, like what the fuck happened? So I'm like, yo, what's up? Doesn't say anything. Like, yo, what's going on? Like, call me. Hope everything's all right. My bad. Didn't check my phone.
Oh
She
shit.
calls me, right? Or I call her, doesn't pick up. I'm like, oh shit. Calls
Hmm.
me, and immediately, she has the camera on, but then hangs up. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, oh shit. Like, hope everything's okay. Calls me again, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And she's like, hey, like, and now I'm like, all right, it's like really loud. I hear a bunch of people. I was out. And she's like, oh, like, how do you say glove in Spanish? And I'm like, glove, like, what the fuck, glove? And I'm over like literally as I'm answering the
Oh,
phone,
I
I
know
like
that joke.
tripped. I just got home. I like tripped. I'm like almost fell. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I'm on the camera. I'm like, Goblin, like, want this? Like, you say want this. That's how you say glove. He's like, want this dick in your mouth? And everyone's like laughing in the background. I'm just like, fuck you. And I just hang up. I was so mad. I literally thought something was actually like wrong. I'm like, I almost tripped and broke my leg and stuff. Like, I'm
Very
over here
proud
like,
of
Jesus
myself.
Christ.
It's proud of
Oh
Did
shit.
it.
Dab
Yeah.
for the
Did
dab
it.
for the
I
viewers.
felt that
Dab
though. I
dab
felt
for
for
it.
that
Got
joke.
me.
Did it.
I
100%
felt for
got
that
me
joke,
in
dude. If it
front of
makes you feel any
everybody
better, you're not the only victim.
at a
You're not the
bar
only
too.
victim that fell for
Yeah.
that.
And then she messages me after like rude. I was like, motherfucker,
You hung up
I
on
was
me.
gonna knock you out. Yeah, I was so pissed. I thought something actually was wrong. I was like, oh my god. And then, like I said, I heard everyone else laugh, and you're out. I'm like, I'm gonna punch you in the ovary.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
Look, man,
Yeah, I
just
will
be
say,
glad
I'll
that
give
you're
you
not
that
the
one.
only one
You
that
got
fell
me.
for
You
that.
got me on that one. I was
Mm.
100%. I should have known immediately.
should-
but
you
I was
should have
like,
known,
"Fuck,
you
is
should have
something
known."
happened?" I should have.
Nope.
Should have got me. They got me.
Oh,
You're such a goblin sometimes.
a goblin.
Yeah, Goblin D's nuts. Oh yes, got him
I
right.
got
Got him.
Sheesh. Like hit it. Gotta hit it with the dab. Like
Right?
No.
That's
No.
they love doing.
yeah, yes.
that.
Hit it with the dab. Hit
No.
it with the dab again. Gotta get the viewers to
bitch.
see it.
Oh,
Boom.
it's
Just love it.
sickening.
You just love it.
It's
Yeah,
Oh my
sickening.
hit it
God.
up. Hit it
Goblin.
up.
Shut
I
up,
feel
Goblin.
sick.
Shut up, Goblin.
Yeah, yo, you feeling sick of these nuts in your mouth?
I am feeling sick of these nuts in my mouth.
Sick on these? No.
Ew.
No. No. No.
Oh man, good shit, y'all. But
I was very proud.
Jesus Christ, fam.
I'll give you that though. Yeah, you definitely did get me with that.
Wow.
I'll
goddamn.
give you that. I will give him
I
that. I'll
saved
give
it
him.
too. I saved it for you. I
What do you
didn't do
mean saved
anybody
it?
else. I saved it. I was like, I gotta get Turbo.
Soy un gato en mis pantalones. No.
What
I was like, bro, I really thought something was wrong.
Sorry.
It's the girl that cried these nuts in her mouth.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, keep stabbing him.
Oh jeez.
Bruh. But anyways, so kind of getting into VR chat shit going on. I know me and Turbo talked about it for a bit earlier about the new beta that just came out for VR chat. It is for the full body tracking community. So for those who are watching this that are into full body tracking, like being Turbo,
Or the money to afford it.
I'm not in it right now.
Well, he's not in it right now. But for those who are in the
99%.
full body community, or for those who are looking into getting into full body,
Actually, you know who just got into full body, right?
Rose, right?
Night Rose, yeah, just got her stuff on Friday.
Yeah, Night
Oh,
Rose.
shit.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Night Rose for getting her full body tracking stuff.
Facts.
Awesome shit going on there.
Yes.
God damn it, Turbo! I have a tech question. Answer the phone. Who you're calling me? What?
Later on, yeah. Sorry, I'm talking to my mom.
But anyways, for those who are into the full body or planning on getting into the full body, the VRChat devs have came up with a very interesting beta for the IK system in the game, which basically means that everything that deals with the tracking, the kind of replicating, where your actual hands are at, where your trackers are placed and everything. It's supposed to replicate it as much as possible, get it as accurate to your body as much as possible without having hiccups. And so they've made some pretty damn good improvements for the most part. It's not perfect, but for the most part, like as far as like your arms go, I mean, I'm actually able to stretch my arm out without it going like bendy and all that. And then
What about your fingers?
supposedly, finger these nuts in your face. All right, now.
What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
goodness.
Serious question. Come
And
on.
then now of course finger tracking isn't a thing right now unless you got an index controller, but
Man.
then for the most part though, like there's a few little updates here, like with they now have a head locking and hip lock capability. They have let's see, so they have the head and hip lock separate, or you can lock both the head and the hip, as you can see there. But for the most part, I just lock the head.
Bang, bang,
So she
boogie,
said.
bucked up the boogie, the bang, bang, boogity beat.
And actually, and a nice part about it too, apparently when you lock the positions in, you don't have to recalibrate, which is awesome.
About time.
Yeah, so no need
I-
for recalibration there.
It's kind of crazy because
Nice,
I mean,
nice.
full body was always like it was. I feel like I hate to say it, but I feel like it was always just like good enough. It was never like, wow, this is amazing. Like, wow, this just gets better and better every week. They update it. So like
It's
for
exactly the
once
same
that they have
sometimes.
something that actually like wow, like they actually did do something to update it. It's huge.
Yeah.
Especially because in my opinion, I mean I'm not sure. I wish I could see the analytical data of how many full body users we have compared to like last year, but I feel like in the last year the amount of people that are in full body has like to me in our own community has like tripled pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
Mm.
VR users in general. I feel like now I rarely see desktop users, and when I do see a desktop user, they're only a desktop user for like a few months before they like give in and buy a VR system.
Right.
You know,
Exactly. Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
like kind of crazy. It doesn't end there. It doesn't. It's kind of I like it. I mean, I like full body tracking. As dumb as it sounds, I mean, it can be so much more. It can. It has the potential, but I feel like in VR chats, full body was always just like it's good enough. That's good. Like it's good. Where now it's like, okay, are they trying to kind of turn things around here? Like maybe they should impact it more, especially as it's getting more and more attention. I still go into lobbies and there's people like, wait, what? You have like leg track? Like, what is like your legs? I'm like, yeah, I have leg tracking. They're like, what? And they didn't know it even existed. I'm like,
Yeah.
so
Look.
on top of that, I don't know if you ever saw a thing where it was like, what's his name? Zuckerberg was like, yeah,
Zuckerberg.
unfortunately, right now
Yeah.
we don't have any leg tracking compatibility. And it was like, what? There definitely
Man.
is leg tracking, 100%. That exists. It's the thing. Like,
Right.
you know,
And even
just
now, like
One of
because
the
even
richest people in the world, and he can't even figure out leg tracking for an Oculus. Come on, man.
Right. And honestly,
on, man.
with the new update, you're now able to use 10-point tracking.
it's even better.
So, yeah.
So you
So
can put
That
more
means?
trackers on.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
You
really?
put more trackers on. Yeah, because
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, they used to only support what is it, like 6-point.
Yeah, 6-point tracking.
So
Or
you have your headset and your
Mhm.
2 controllers. That's 3 points right there.
Mhm.
And then you have your waist and your 2 feet for full body. That's 6. That's the most you could go. Now with the new update, you can put more trackers. So if you want, you can put one like on your elbow. You can put one
Oh,
here.
okay.
You put some on. Some people, I mean, full body. Technically, if you do want it, would be on your arms,
Elbows?
and then
Your forearms.
your
Yeah.
forearms. No, not no,
Oh,
the
okay.
upper part, like up here, and then
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
on
Oh.
your thighs, and it'd be perfect. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know.
That'll
Also,
be
I've seen
awesome
people
tracking right there.
experiment with dual waist.
Huh.
That way, it
Interesting.
helps a little bit. I've seen that, but we'll see. I mean, at the same time, personally, from what I do, because I know there's a lot of full body use. Like, to be honest, one of my pet peeves is like when someone gets full body tracking and then they're just sitting on a beanbag the whole day. Like, bro, then why'd you get full body tracking? You're just on a beanbag,
Yeah, like
Like,
you
what
don't
I
get to move
stand the whole time.
around.
I'm active. I like it. So, but the thing about being
Yeah.
active is, the more stuff you have on you, the more batteries you have, the more stuff you have to upkeep.
Oh yeah.
Also,
Oh yeah.
even with just the trackers, even just the 3 trackers, like, doing push-ups sometimes isn't the best. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was a time where I bought the air mattress and I was doing like dives onto the air mattress. Like that was cool, but
Yeah,
even then, like, the trackers get messed up and stuff. So
for sure.
I
I can
really
only
I really
imagine.
can't wait till they do like a band.
See,
Like a
the
band,
moment
like
that they
it's just
add,
a plastic band that goes around.
the moment
You
that they
track that.
come out with full dive technology,
That are
I'm
pretty
selling my
intense.
Oculus.
Yeah, I mean that's not too far off either.
It isn't,
It's not too far off.
but
I
they
know.
would have to like make a lot of calculations because just one calculation, your brain's
Yeah.
fried. So
They if you
that's the only
ever
risk factor.
they interviewed one of the guys the main guy at Valve. I forgot his name. He's super cool. He's been into PC gaming. He made Valve with him and his boys.
He's a
No.
gamer.
They created the Index. And he was talking about how the brain works, and how they're doing kind of they're already he's all his money, like he's throwing so much money into that kind of research,
Hmm.
saying that things like having a chip in your brain and you want to move something like on a computer screen from left to right is actually like incredibly easy. What was that?
What the
Like
fuck was that?
like an implant?
What was that? Was that you?
That was me. I was going like, what?
Oh, I heard like ah. I was
Yo,
like, yeah, I was
yo,
like,
yo,
ah.
Internal,
I was thinking something like
yo, Internal having an orgasm over here over these chips,
yeah.
What?
So
No.
they're experimenting already, where he's pretty much what he was explaining is certain things that we would think is hard as hell is actually really easy. So like
Really?
honestly, the implant, like if it was like, hey, like to get up and walk over there or hit that button is actually pretty easy. Where things that are difficult and almost near impossible is like, oh, like feeling cold. Something like that, like is almost impossible to do. Like they're
Temperature.
not saying it's not impossible. They're not saying it is impossible, but right now it's like one of the things like they can't mimic that. Like
Not
Yeah.
even that,
so
like mimicking like
I mean,
the
it's
the
okay.
sense of
People
touch, the sense of
people
taste,
got
smell.
phantom sense to pretty much improvise for that nowadays. Apparently.
yeah,
So
apparently.
pretty
You
much,
know
yeah,
that the
pretty much.
amount of people that have phantom sense is like so low compared to the people actually like say they have it.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
I read it.
understand
I wouldn't
how.
be surprised. I wouldn't be
No,
surprised.
they
I was
just say
actually
that just
kind
so
of
that
mad.
people won't
Like they
bother
were
them.
saying they were conducting a study and there's like more, like we're talking like literally only 20% of people that have phantom touch actually have it. The other 80% are making it up just to say that they have it so they
Yeah.
Oh,
get
that's
attention.
so
Yeah.
strange to me.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
I
but
mean,
faking
sometimes
something
some
like
Yeah, that's
for
so
like
no,
that for
weird.
attention
that's
is
not
so lame. Like
Yeah.
so lame.
lame.
It gets really annoying to the point where because like you're just there and then your avatar maybe have external parts like, oh, stop each touching me, I got phantoms. Like, bro, shut the fuck up,
Pretty
just
much.
block
Yeah.
the
No,
fucking
Yeah.
avatar.
I
What
will
else?
admit there are times where I'll sometimes feel like something like being in my face, but it's nowhere
That's what she
near to
said.
the point where it's bothering me.
No,
So
I
Yeah.
never noticed any of that.
No.
I don't either.
I will turn around and somebody will literally be directly behind me and would have no idea.
yeah,
Or
no,
even
I
touching
I,
me.
I
Yeah.
I
No
wouldn't
clue.
even feel it. Like
I,
my
I,
brain will
God damn.
sometimes like say, "Oh, look, that's actually real," but then it realizes, "Oh wait, this is just in a game. Never mind, you're good. Keep
Right.
going."
I know, and
Yeah.
the
Basically,
funny thing about it too is that you think about it, majority of people who claim to do it, like especially if someone comes from behind them, it's because they're looking. They say they feel it because they see them coming from behind them from the mirror. Like if there was no mirrors at all, I guarantee you, if someone came up from behind them and just smacked them one, like they wouldn't even know unless someone said something about it.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
agree.
I
because
guarantee
I
you.
could literally just like stab Torch, but he probably wouldn't even feel it. Torch,
Yeah.
Turbo, sorry,
Torch. You call him Torch?
Human torch. Fuck yeah.
Turbo. But yeah, nah, like
I
you
mean,
don't feel this.
because like if you think
I
about it,
don't.
like
No,
people,
not at all.
the
You
people
know.
who actually have phantom sense will be able to feel the shit without having to look at it. Like they'll just feel something, like oh shit, like say like people who are amputees. Those type of people have real it's called something else scientifically, but it's basically the real
See, that
sense
makes
of phantom
sense.
sense. Yeah, like people feel like, oh, like it's there. Like I feel something touching my leg. Oh wait, I don't got a leg.
Exactly. Your brain still like
Yeah.
says it's there.
No,
Right.
because
Yeah,
the
that I
funny
mean
thing
that
is,
does exist. That's what I'm
That
saying.
exists. That exists. Yes.
Yeah.
It does.
yeah,
And
so the funny
also,
thing,
they were
they
saying that
conducted an
most people that
experiment.
have it don't feel uncomfortable when something hits them.
Yeah, nah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
So,
exactly the whole thing.
so yeah.
Another
So they're
thing is that I wanted to point out is that they did an experiment too, where you would have your hand facing the mirror, like
Mhm.
facing a mirror or something. Actually, no, you would have your hand on one side, and the other arm, like you would have it tucked in. It would be like a mannequin's arm, right? They would touch that mannequin's arm, and then like some people, they would actually feel their
Yeah.
arm being touched, even though it's technically not their arm. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I mean, for those that do, I mean, that's got to be kind of cool because in my experience, like if somebody was like to go like this, I mean, I don't feel shit, but if
Yeah.
someone in their mind was able to kind of like they're so immersed that they feel it, like what? That's kind of cool. Yeah, maybe it could be kind of an inconvenience, but
Yeah.
a positive light is like, wow, you're so immersed, like you can really like,
Yeah.
get immersed in this, like, like the way you feel, or when you're playing a game or something, like,
Right.
whoa, like I felt the heat, or
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. So
I mean, for the
I see the
basics, it's
positive
pretty
on it.
cool, but when people take it overboard, that's when it gets really annoying.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, it's
imagine
pretty
though.
obvious too. Like I've noticed, I'm like, all right, this guy's obviously, or
Like
this
imagine if
person
people had like really
for,
had
like,
phantom
attention.
phantom sense like that. Like what happens when they play Pavlov or Call of Duty? Like you don't see people say, don't stop shooting, I can feel it. Like nobody does that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially
Yeah,
especially in
no.
Pavlov
I
VR.
literally
It's
just
like,
got. Imagine phantom touch while playing Call of Duty on a monitor game. Like,
I
bruh,
know, like bro.
Bruh.
I
Imagine
can't feel it.
Phantom Touch on GTA.
Right? I felt him like I was throwing him out of the
Hold
car.
on a
and I
minute.
felt like I was driving.
Hold on a minute. Give me a sec.
All right. But yeah, no,
I
it's
just got a message from Raven thinking that was a tech question. All she said was "suck these nuts."
bro.
Suck these nuts.
But no,
Right.
My
but
audio
honestly,
wasn't hooking up for a bit.
But
There we
honestly,
go.
though, speaking though about that, it's funny because you meet people who like the basic stuff. Like, oh yeah, I can feel a little bit. Like how you're saying that getting immersed with the basic feeling and all that. But then when people say I think I told you this before. I know I talked about this before to some others in the past. But there was somebody that I met in this Mafia RP group in VR chat. And most of the events have to do with like cops and mafia kind of shooting out and all that,
Yeah.
crime shit. So I'm like, so this person's like, stop shooting. I mean, I got phantom sense. I'm like, then what the fuck are you doing here? Like, what are you doing in the mafia?
Oh yeah, Hello Kitty Island Adventures though.
Just imagine like them in an actual mafia. Stop shooting me! I can feel the bullets going in me.
And it's like, and another thing that one friend told me before that I guess like their kind of take on phantom sense is basically like if someone
Yeah.
felt that before in the past, then I guess in a sense like they'll have like the idea of what it would feel like. But I was like, I guarantee you, most people probably never got stabbed or shot in their life that's on this game currently to say shit like that. And I guarantee you, they probably never touched a piece of grass a day in their life to ever know what that shit feels like.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean,
Oh no, my headset.
no,
because-
sorry. Continue. I was gonna bring something up, but continue. Sorry.
but then it's funny thing too. Like I know most people probably do it for the ERP shit, most likely. And
Probably.
I guaranteeing you, when they do the deed, they're probably just fingering themselves. For the most
Oh my goodness.
I guarantee you that for the ERPers, no offense, but I mean, I guarantee some of y'all are probably actually just fingering yourself IRL while that shit's happening.
Yeah.
Especially for the desktop ones. Like I remember, like we were streaming
Bro,
once, and there was two people ERPing on the table in the background at the Black Cat, and they're both on desktop, and all you see is just them just like crouching up and down, I was like, what the fuck? Me and Oof were just looking at each other and just looking back. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean,
Holy shit.
I guess. I mean, I don't know what. The way I look at it is like, bro.
I don't know
like,
how to make of that one.
Go.
Yo,
I get it. Some people like, hey, like I've heard stories like, hey, I can't, I have, have some there's circumstances in their life, so they can't actually have like sex in real life. So the ERP is like as close as they can get. I get it. All right, that's cool.
Okay, I
But,
haven't heard that one before, but so that'll be a first.
That makes sense. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay,
Okay.
like
It's
you know,
still It's
But
still really
go
not
do the
that.
real thing,
That's
bro.
that's
It feels
a
10 million times like
Nah,
I'm telling you, bro. Just
I,
go out there.
That's
It's
you know it's a
like
bit.
looking at a
nah,
magazine and like of a roller coaster versus riding a roller coaster. Like looking at the
nah,
magazine is
bro.
only gonna get you like 1%
Nah.
there.
Honestly, I mean that's a
I
you know
hold a
honestly
very
that's
strong
that's
opinion
definitely a bit of a
on
reach
it
there
like
for
that,
someone to
but
say
you
that
know,
shit.
that's a whole
Right?
conversation.
Like even
That's what I'm saying.
say even if you couldn't do it, I mean, I don't know. It's
Like I said, like
No.
there's people like, I've heard like people advocating for it, and it makes sense. Every like if
but
you
does it?
have like I will say right now, if let's say someone has like AIDS or something, right? So they
Okay.
can't like have sex with people because they don't want to give people AIDS. All right, so like ERPing is like
Sure.
the closest they can do. Like, all right, I mean that's cool. I see why. Okay, cool.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
most people that do ERP, it's not because they have AIDS. It's because they're like, oh yeah, like I like had sex last night. Like, no, you didn't. Okay, you did
No.
not have
Oh
sex
no
last night.
no.
Okay, stop.
I mean,
Did not.
That or they just want to
That's-
fulfill their fantasies.
I mean, like
It-
you know,
So,
I
some
like,
mean,
you
some
know,
that's
people
with
get
the
their
fictional
some people get
character.
their rocks knocked off of this shit. You know.
You know, maybe they
Like
just want to
okay,
do
so
it with furry, you know?
okay, so
not
they
the same,
frog.
though.
so okay, I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell you.
I
They
can't
see
go
they see.
on- I can't go and play, Formula One on PlayStation and be like, oh fuck yeah, I'm a Formula One champion now. Let's go. No, the guy that actually is in
Oh.
Formula One and won the championship. He's the champion. You just played the game. You're not the actual champion. You have no say. You have no not say, but you don't have no claim into that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when
Go on
someone's like,
GTA
yeah,
Online and
you
call
know what,
yourself
I-
the
But-
Tokyo Drift
I had
expert or
I'm
whatever.
sorry, but I had to leave one time because someone was talking about like, yeah, I had like 2 girls or something. I was like, oh shit, like yo, this dude's a pimp. And then like he was like, yeah, and then we left the black cat, and I'm like, what? What? Like no, like this is what this dude had. I'm like, yo, this guy's crazy out here. I was like, yeah, man. And then we're doing this. I'm like, holy crap, like damn, like yeah. And then and then so then we like we got bored of the black cat and we went over here. I'm like, all right, I'm fucking no,
Yeah.
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
not the same.
It's not the
Nah.
same. Oh man. You know, honestly
I mean,
though,
good
too,
work out to
just
you.
think about it too. I guarantee, I
I
guarantee you, because majority of VR chat is like anime characters. Let's just be honest. And I guarantee you, a lot of people, a lot of the people who do EP are using anime characters, guaranteed. And I mean, hey, that's what, that's what gets.
Katie right here.
That's-
Don't shade at you.
Wait,
But, you know.
oh, yeah, Kermit? Yes, hey,
Katie! Dang, I
Ker-
guess
What?
Katie's
Kermit-
curvy now.
Kermit.
What?
You get Kermit's the hedgehog. You get some
I've
others.
seen the headshot. Yeah, I've seen the
furry-
Ugandan
oh, yeah, I
yokel.
can't forget about the
you love
furries,
ERP with Ugandan
I mean,
yokel,
yeah,
whatever.
honestly, like
furries.
the furry part, I get it. I mean, they do that shit IRL anyways too. So
Yeah, I've
You
seen
do
that.
you,
But hey, like I
alright?
said, that's why I
But, you
don't
know.
like judge it too much.
Yeah.
To like, like look, even like that's why I don't have shit against furries. I think furries are the coolest people ever because
oh yeah,
if that's what you want to be a furry, and that's what makes you happy. Fuck yeah, be a fucking furry, bro. Do it. Who cares what
Yeah.
people say? And
Nah,
yo,
but
not for nothing, there's people that are furries and they go to like furry conventions, IRL. They dress up and they bang in their furry fucking outfits. Whatever, man. They're still banging. They have my
Yeah,
respect
yeah,
versus someone
nah,
that's like, yeah,
thing
man.
is-
I had like 5 girls this week, bro. Like on
Nah.
on
You know-
VR.
hey, you
but
know,
that
the funny-
does not count. Like, well, stop.
the funny thing about furries and the people in VR chat is that a lot of them actually got banged IRL. It's like, I mean, at least they can say that they did
course,
something
my
that they
balls.
never
Yeah, I
they
mean,
never
but
achieved.
here's
something.
the sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Now here's because I wanted to bring something up. Here's the thing why people hate furries, because some of them take it way too freaking far. Like
Wait,
going
what do
as
you mean?
far as to like
But I feel like it's like a lifestyle.
being into
Hell yeah,
animals,
but-
basically. It's like, oh, they
Mhm.
see a dog, it's like, oh yeah, bro, I want to get into that.
Oh.
Oh, like
I don't know about
okay,
that.
that's
That
I
isn't.
that
Dude,
okay. That
no.
there is not furry. That is
Yeah,
bestiality.
that's animal erotica.
Yeah.
That is
Something else.
that is
nah.
bestiality, animal
No, I
erotica.
was
That
actually talking about
that
furry.
is
I'm
one
referring to
thing.
the people-
That is not
I'm referring
furry.
to
I
the
talked to a
people.
furry.
I'm
That's not
referring to
furry,
the
no.
furries on Twitter. You should see the tweets from furries on Twitter, fam. They
Make sure
I don't wanna
yeah,
get
but that's
into it.
Twitter,
Yeah,
bro. I feel like
it's-
you
it's
can't,
Twitter-
you can't go F off anything on Twitter. It's bad.
Twitter
You
is
go-
cancer. You can't
It
can't
is,
trust
it
that
really
shit.
is.
It's cancer. And honestly, anything
Ugh.
that's on Twitter, I'll be honest, is I don't give any validation or credit to them. Anything they say is
Yeah,
you
nah.
just pretty much throw it into the garbage. Like, okay, let's get someone real that's actually touched
I'm
some
gonna be
grass in
honest,
the
I'm
life.
surprised Twitter
to-
has lasted this long.
Shit,
I
for real.
remember the days whenever
Yeah, me
Twitter
too.
was
For the
actually
fuck?
a normal website. Now it's just the website that all the weirdos go to
Yeah.
to just
Pretty much.
I
express their
feel like
feelings.
Reddit.
I'm into
I feel like
elephants
Twitter
or
makes
whatever.
Reddit look normal.
Yeah, or like I
I
don't know. I
will
feel like
happily admit that is true. That
I
is
like
indeed
Reddit.
true.
I like
I
Reddit.
just
Reddit's
I
pretty
just
cool.
Exactly.
downloaded
Reddit's
Reddit.
become the normal now.
Really?
You know, and then
Oh, yeah, I just go on the
Twitter's become the
webpage.
fucked.
Reddit's cool. I've been reading the "Am I the asshole?" You ever see that? The thread. It's
Am
AITA. Am
Yeah.
I the
am I?
asshole?
I don't know.
And it's people like explaining their side of a story.
Hmm.
And you get to judge, and the crowd gets to judge. Like, are you the asshole? Like, or you're not the asshole? And it'll be like, there was one story, right, where it was like, hey, like, I was brought to my sister's wedding, got dressed up
Okay.
and everything, and my sister handed me the kid, me thinking like, oh, like, I'll hold him for like 5 minutes because she's got to do something. And then I kind of like had to stay outside. Like, the kid only, like, he's only quiet when he's outside and you're pacing back and forth. So he's
Hmm.
like, I'm outside, and I'm like, okay, like, hey, like, and he's like looking inside, and they're like, no, no, just watch the kid. So they're doing their whole reception, they're taking photos, and he's like, bro, I'm stuck outside, like, I want to be in the photos and stuff too. And then, like, it comes out to be that, like, she's like, oh no, like, I was hoping you would just like watch the kid so I can like have the wedding. And he's like,
Oh, what
wait,
the fuck?
what? Yeah. So he's like, no, like, I'm not like, so he's like, I didn't even know what to say. So he's like, what had happened was like, yeah, I had like said I had to go to the bathroom, gave the kid to my mom, and just left the
Hmm.
wedding. And
Interesting.
then he got a call saying like, you ruined the wedding. The baby was crying the whole time. We couldn't get to the altar. This and that. Like, why would you leave? And he's like, yeah, I just ignored it. And he's like, my family is calling me, like, saying I'm like, they're going to disown me and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's fucked up.
So yeah, and people were like, yeah, like, bro, get a new family.
Get a
'Cause
new family.
it's true. Look, I'm not saying, hey, like, don't help. If your sister's
Yeah.
trying to get married, like, help her. But if I was the sister, I would have
Yeah.
been like, hey, can you help me babysit this day? Is that okay? And if he says no, then like, bro, you got to figure something out. It was a
Mhm.
whole thing. It was really crazy. And but yeah, so it's stuff like that. It's stories like that. That's why I like Reddit, because I like to
It's a
read that.
good thing I'm an only child.
You're an only child, yeah. I hear you. I
And
hear you.
only.
Yep, I'm an only child. I'm an only child. People
Bruh.
say I'm lucky. I say yes to no to that. On one
My
side,
kid's
I'm not
gonna be
really.
an
I don't
only
really have to share
child.
anything. On the downside, it gets pretty lonely here when I'm home alone. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that's sad.
I always wanted siblings. What's bad?
Really.
You have siblings.
No, I wanted like I have sisters, right? But I always wanted a sibling that was closer to my age, and I always wanted a brother so bad. I wanted like a little brother
Yeah.
or even an older brother, whatever.
Hmm.
So it sucked because
I
like
was gonna.
there's like a 7-year gap between me and
Yeah.
my sister, so it sucks. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, ah, damn it.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
actually gonna have a sibling, but sadly, he died from a miscarriage.
Oh damn. Sorry to hear
So
that, man.
yeah, he was the baby that my mom was supposed to have first before I was even gonna be a thing.
Oh
But
really?
sadly, he was gonna be my bigger brother. He was gonna be my big brother. They were gonna name him Angel, but sadly he died from a
Didn't make
miscarriage,
it, yeah.
and yeah.
Damn.
But then that's where I came in. So yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to
Okay.
hear that.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. But
Yep.
yeah, at least your parents have you, and they're probably like,
Yeah.
so they're probably
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, because I know some people. Yeah, my cousin, same thing. He had a miscarriage. Like they tried. I guess they had like a preborn, right? Is that what it's called? She was
Stillborn.
A premature
Stillborn.
baby.
premature baby, but it was so premature. Like she only lived like a few
Hmm.
Aw,
hours, and then she passed. Yeah, so it was
Damn.
like,
Damn.
I can
and bro, that sucks.
imagine.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that sucks.
You're
'Cause
like going all that time carrying a baby and then
Only for it to
not.
just die a
Yeah,
few hours later.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's
that's sad,
devastating.
terrible.
bro. That's
Yeah.
sad.
I
That
never really
happens quite a bit.
all that.
I know one of
But anyways,
my siblings had a lot of bad luck with children. Like they would
Oh,
die.
yeah.
They would die a lot every time, like
oh
after
my
birth.
God.
So it was very difficult. But it
Sorry to
was
hear
That's
that.
so
luckily they were
sad.
eventually able to finally have a baby after they adopted one, and they actually had one of their own later on that successfully
Oh,
lived.
good.
That's
So
That's
good.
good. Hell
That's
yeah.
good.
I always like that. Like a
At
successful
least they ended
story.
on a positive note,
Yeah,
oh yeah.
exactly.
But moving on from that, before things get a little too sad in here, there was one question I wanted to ask. that I haven't asked. Oh, any movies that you guys like looking forward to?
Batman.
These nuts in your mouth.
Yeah, I heard Batman's really good.
You know,
I heard-
I
I
heard it's
heard
a great, I heard it's a great movie though. You know, honestly.
I meant to confirm to you guys. I meant to confirm to you, by the way. I watched it. It's as good as they say.
It's good. Okay. I heard it doesn't have that much action.
I'm tired. I'm
That
tired
was,
of
like, the
your
number one
riddles.
complaint I've
If
heard.
anything, it dives more to on Batman doing more detective work rather than him like actually going out to fight. Because remember,
Gotcha.
this story is following a younger Bruce Wayne, like an inexperienced Bruce Wayne that's only been Batman for like maybe 10 years, which is still a
Gotcha.
lot of experience. Don't get me wrong, but
I heard
he's
it's
still
more like
new to the game.
from what I heard. Now, like I said, I don't know how accurate this is because I'm seeing so many different things. I've seen the main thing that I've seen the most is that saying like it's not as much action as previous films, and as someone else said,
Mm.
this is pretty much like a version of the Joker, like the Joker film that came out, but like now it's
Yeah.
like Batman's side.
No.
Like
It's
Batman
nowhere near like
doing-
how they did
going dark.
because there's still action, lots of action actually. But the
Really?
thing is, it dives more into Batman being more like a detective basically, rather than him like being
It's
like a
Robert
crime-fighting
Pattinson, right?
vigilante. Huh?
Yeah, so that's another thing. So how do you feel about them being vampires in Batman now?
Vampires and Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
like it. I like the concept. I mean, there was
Mm-hmm.
there was a whole alternate version of Batman actually being a vampire. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
You
No,
know.
it's like
Yeah.
No,
The wa-
because Edward Cullen was in Twilight, so
yeah, it's the Wally World version of Batman.
right. Yeah.
but I will say
not
this.
for
I
nothing.
will
He's a good
say
actor. I'll give him that.
he is a very good actor.
Yeah.
And I will say this: the fact
but does
that
he play
Robert
a good
Paddington.
Batman?
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you this right now. He fits really well as a young Bruce Wayne. Like he actually fits the
Yeah.
whole persona.
I
And
always
but I'm what I'm more amazed about is that the fact that he transitioned from Twilight to the fucking Batman blows me away because
Yeah,
he
no,
fits the whole
he's a
Bruce
good
Wayne
actor.
aura so well.
yeah, no,
He
he's
is
a good actor.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like people, like that's why I kind of want to see it because there's been I've even proved myself wrong. Where's time when Ben Affleck was Batman, I was kind of pissed at first. I'm like, why this guy? Total
Yeah.
douche. Like, why? And then like I'm like, wow, he actually was a really good Batman. Like, all
Mhm.
right, I you know what? I will correct myself. I will see where I made my own mistakes, and I will
Shit,
say yes,
people
I was
felt the
wrong.
same
I was
about Heath
100%
Ledger's.
wrong.
People felt the same about Heath Ledger's Joker just because I think it was because of the fact that he was Australian. And look at where he is today. I mean, even though
Yeah.
he's dead, people see him as a Citizen Kane for
Yeah,
a live
He
action.
was literally like
Joker.
one of the best Jokers ever.
Oh yeah.
Literally, yeah.
And then the
Literally second behind
Walking
Mark Hamill's
Phoenix Joker though.
He is his okay.
I haven't seen
I
that
know
Joker
people are gonna.
yet.
I
You
know
haven't?
people are gonna. Yeah, no, I know people
Should I
are gonna
watch
be
that? I
very
might watch
pissed.
that
It's
tonight.
you know actually yeah you
It's
should
good.
you should watch it. You should
Pretty
watch it.
good.
It's a great
But I will say this.
it's a great standalone film, but don't spoil the shit for him.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to. But I'm gonna say this right now. Joaquin Phoenix, good actor. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see him as a Joker. Don't get me wrong. He's still a good Joker, but I don't know. It's just weird seeing the Joker with like face painted, like a face paint that looks like an actual like clown. You know.
Well, that's how he originally
more-
was
No, it
before
is,
in the
yeah,
past.
I
that's
mean,
how
yeah, I
the
know
Joker's
that, but
supposed
like,
to be.
I'm like growing up, I was more used to him being like the more cynical killer clown, and rather than just like looking more kid friendly. But then again, this is fresh off of like as soon as he took a dip down
Yeah.
to insanity. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it makes
I gotta
sense.
check it out because it looked cool. Like from the trailer, it looked like
Yeah.
like what made
It's a
him into
very
the
good
Joker,
movie.
You know, like,
It's
It's a very
definitely
good movie. Same with Batman.
all right. I'll check that out. I'll
'Cause
check that out
it-
next. He's not in it,
'cause,
right? Batman's not in it.
Well
Batman. Actually,
Oh, you was
technically,
okay.
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Check-
That's why. All right.
yeah,
I'll check it out.
don't
I'll have to watch that.
spoil it. Watch it.
I'll
Just
have to
watch
check
it.
it out. I'll have to check it out. All right.
Yeah.
I
Now
watched
I
the
don't
new
really
Scream
want to.
movie.
But
I
yeah,
heard that's
Batman.
good too. I heard
Did
the
you
new
say
Scream's
did you see
good.
the B movie?
The
The
Scream?
beam.
You
Scream?
like jazz?
No, not the B movie.
Scream! Oh,
Scream, you
Scream!
idiot.
Scream!
Luckily for me, I've never seen the B movie.
I've never seen.
you
it.
like-
I've
you like
never
jazz?
watched a single movie
Is
for
it good?
Scream.
Is it like
No.
like a Bug's Life good?
No,
it
it's
sucks?
no,
It's horrible? Okay,
it's
good. I'm not
cringe.
gonna
It's
watch it.
cringy. It's cringy.
I
Is it?
liked it.
You like jazz?
You like jazz?
I mean, if you're really bored, then yeah, watching the B movie, you're probably gonna have a good time. But like, if you're looking for a great movie, probably not gonna be it. But yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
it's literally just like a movie advocating for bees, saying, "Oh, you shouldn't kill bees and all that. You know, bees are important." Literally, just the whole documentary animated.
well, no, it's not. It's not about killing.
Yeah,
It wasn't really killing bees. It was just like they're taking the honey, so they're like, "Oh, you're taking our honey. That should be illegal."
Pretty
really?
much it. That's literally
Alright,
the whole
I'm not gonna
plot.
watch the B
That's
movie, but I will
literally
watch
the
the
whole
Joker
plot.
movie.
I
Yeah.
liked it.
And watch the Batman movie as well. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, if you like
might.
if you like
Like,
Batman
why?
being more of a detective rather than like, being more like more of a violent crime fighting vigilante, you're
Mhm.
gonna enjoy it because it balances both of those aspects about Batman.
I'll have to check it out then. All right, maybe it is
Yeah.
worth it. I will say this: the thing that I did like about like the trailer, like the car, I like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Batmobile.
car. Like it
Yes.
looked very,
Yes.
and I feel like this one was way more like realistic, like
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it felt more
versus
grounded.
like a Tumblr. I mean, I love the
'Cause-
Tumblr too. Don't get me wrong.
Well,
But it
yeah,
just felt more
everybody
like, all
loves
right, this
Tumblr.
guy has like more like what would happen in today's world. Like, all right,
Right.
this guy
Yeah.
kinda, that's what
Versus the Morgan Freeman Cybertruck version.
exactly
Pretty much,
that's
yeah.
the Tumblr. I mean, that thing's awesome. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I
oh,
freaking
yeah.
love the Tumblr.
Mm.
But
But, like, the Tesla
what are the
truck.
chances that somebody is gonna be like, yeah, let me get this thing from the military spending thing called the
Elon
Tumblr.
Musk.
That will be
Elon
I mean,
Musk will
Bruce
make.
Wayne does have a net worth of like what, $80 billion.
That's true. He does
No,
have a lot
honestly,
of
hey,
money.
honestly, realistically, Elon Musk could be the Bruce Wayne of our time.
He could if he were in a crime fighting.
Yes.
He's into cyber crime fighting.
Yeah. I guess.
Oh yeah, that is
Now
true.
you were saying Scream.
true.
How was Scream?
Mhm. I liked it. It was
It was
good.
good, right?
Yeah,
It
it was
was-
definitely.
I've
What-
never
what-
seen a
what-
single
what-
Scream
What's
movie.
your favorite scary movie?
Yeah, no, I want to see it because I like the original Scream.
Mhm.
Never was scared of it by any chance, but I still think it's like iconic for like my
Yeah.
generation, if that makes sense. Because like I was like a kid, I was like, wow, this is so cool. But I felt like I was like, yo, I
They
really
bring
hope
a
this
lot
doesn't
of
suck.
the original one into this new one.
Yeah, the guy. I mean, that guy's like one of my favorite actors. The dude that not Doofy, his like Dookie, whatever his name is.
Dookie.
Dookie.
Dewey.
Dewey, yeah,
Dewey.
Dewey. Yeah. Dewey's like literally like one of my favorite. I feel like he's like an awesome actor, so he's mad funny too. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Holy shit, Dookie.
He
So I
do
saw
he
that
do
guy back and I
he
was like,
do
dude, I'll
he
never
do he
watch
be a
this.
good actor.
Yeah, well, because in Scary Movie they call him Special Officer Doofy.
Doofy. Oh,
Hey, yo,
Doofy.
Dookie pretty Dookie, you know?
Yeah. Oh man.
Doofy.
Oh shit, bro.
Oh
I've
man.
never watched a single Scream movie.
Scream.
Kill me.
What?
I've only
Not
watched.
really missing
Actually, no,
out,
that's
but
a lie.
it was just
I
a
only
thing.
watched one
They're
Scream
classic.
movie, and that was the first one. All the other ones I haven't really watched.
I watched the first one, then I watched the second one, and the second one was like, all right, this one sucks, and then I just never watched any of them after
Okay,
that.
so in other words, I wasn't missing out. Good.
Yeah, no, you're not.
So
definitely.
so
The first one's just like kind of like it's it was cool because it was like
Yeah.
whoa, and it wasn't. It was actually like it did have like a little mystery, and it was kind of cool. Like it wasn't bad. It was like an actual
Yeah.
compared to like Paranormal Activity. I'm sorry, like that.
Craig.
I still can't believe it. I was like, yeah,
Oh.
Paranormal. I love Craig. I love him, but
He's
I'm
awesome.
gonna be honest. I like.
Nah.
Yeah, and the Paranormal Activity doesn't. I mean, hey, those are for some people. That's why it's been so much money. How many Paranormal
Yeah.
Activities are there now?
Oh jeez.
Like
Like
four?
Paranormal Activity prequel, like Paranormal Activity.
four,
Sequel,
I think.
the prequel. Hey, but you know what? Have y'all ever seen the Halloween movies with Michael Myers?
Yes,
Yep.
those are good movies.
Yes.
I
Those
haven't
are
seen
good
any of the
movies.
new ones.
Especially the
I
recent one
honestly
that came out
I
a few
haven't
years
seen
ago.
the most recent one, but when they did the first two reboots, I didn't like it. Honestly, I didn't like the first reboots. I want to see the recent reboot that they did, but basically it doesn't make sense.
That
'Cause
one's not so bad.
I don't know. Because
that one's
have you
not
seen all of them? Have y'all seen all the whole?
I've seen all of them. I've seen all of them.
seen a lot. What do you mean? All like every single one from
Every
old ones? 'Cause
every
I
single old
watched-
one.
Every
Yeah.
single one from the
No,
old
the
one
old
to
ones.
the
I've
to
seen
the crappy reboots.
maybe like 7 of them.
So
But
okay, so you know
I
how
haven't seen. I've
so-
seen like up to the one I think after H2O, Halloween H2O,
oh, okay.
and then maybe the one
Okay.
after that I saw, and that was
Yeah.
it.
So you
A
know
lot of
how
people just forget how many movies there actually are
Yeah.
for Halloween.
right.
definitely in the double digits, I think.
But
now.
Yeah.
no, it's not that many. But or maybe it is. I watched
I think it is, yeah.
I watched them all, but I never kept track.
continue.
All right now.
But anyways, thank you, bastard. No, but no, I was gonna say like so. You know, how, in I forgot which one it was, but basically he kills his sister, right?
That's in
Yeah.
the first
No,
one.
no,
And
no, no.
also in
The
the
very,
so,
movie,
very
right?
so not the sister that he killed in the beginning in the house with his parents, but the his other one that apparently was somewhere else, but at the time when he first did the murders. So in the
Yeah.
later movies, he killed his other sister, but in the reboots, they brought her back, which doesn't, make sense because she died, So
Yeah, she got murdered.
Yeah.
she
nah,
got
it
she,
doesn't.
they brought her back, I think 2 times.
What the hell?
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
There's 11 Halloween movies, by the way.
Yeah,
11,
There's
bruh.
11, yeah.
I
yeah.
forgot how many there were.
The one thing I didn't like
Jesus.
about the reboot, because in the old ones, that throughout the years he didn't really look like he aged much, and then his mask was always somehow clean and everything. Well, in
Yeah.
the first reboots, there was a moment where
like,
it was all dirty, all raggedy, and then there was a moment where he took it off. Like in the old movies, he never took it off.
Take that off, yeah.
He never takes it off.
Well,
But
no, he was in some of the old movies. There was like his helmet came off, and it was crazy. It was like his blood was like green. It was weird.
yeah, but it would always
Yeah.
it would always be back on. Like it wouldn't be like for
It
prolonged.
wouldn't show his face. Yeah, it
Right.
wouldn't
So
show his
in
face.
the reboots, it's off. I think it was on
He's
the
got, like,
second.
hair covering his face, right?
Yeah, he has like really long hair and all that. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, he's like a savage.
Yeah, he looks like Sasquatch over here.
Because the
Nice.
whole reason why, like, the whole concept of
Mm.
Michael Myers worked, Michael Myers,
Mike
Myers, sorry,
Oscar Myers. There you go. Just think of that.
Mike Myers, nah. But the whole reason why, like, the old movies worked so well is because you didn't know much about Michael Myers. All you knew was that he was a killer, ready to kill on sight. You didn't know much about him. You didn't even know, like, whether or not he was human, because the shit that he survived is just unexplainable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the lore
You never
the
know.
lore
You
is
never knew
pretty
his
good.
identity. He was just a mysterious figure. That's why he worked so well. In
Well,
the
no,
new
well,
ones,
well,
it's
you
like,
you know who he was though. Technically, you knew who he was because it showed him from when he was a kid growing up.
yeah, but
And
at the same time, it's like even though we still kind of knew who he was, because we saw him growing up. It's still like has that element of mystery. In the new ones, it's like, oh, just
yeah,
a guy with really long hair looking like the Ring Girl. Really not all that impressive anymore, But that's just my opinion.
yeah, because in the old movies, like even like the psychiatrist would or the doctor would be narrating, kind of like give it a kind of like a voice recording his notes about him, kind of like kind of observing the kid as he got older.
Yeah.
And it was crazy, like and they were saying like how, like pretty much like he had like showed no emotion, like nothing.
Interesting.
It's
Mhm.
the story. I feel like the story on that one, I thought was pretty good compared to. I mean, the whole Jason Voorhees story was pretty good, but then after a while, it was like pretty repetition. After the movies kept going on and on, it's pretty
Yeah.
repetition. The Nightmare on Elm Street, those ones were
Nightmare on Elm
hilarious.
Street.
Let
Yeah,
me see how
nah.
many of those there are. Hold on.
Ah,
Now,
jeez.
don't get me wrong though. The newer Halloween movies are still good, but they don't hold a match against
Right.
the older, like the classics, basically.
Yeah.
But what about Nightmare on Elm Street?
Checking to see how many Nightmare on Elm Street movies there are. There are.
But I think, Jesus, there's probably almost 10 of them. I think.
Yeah, it says there is 9. I feel like there's more.
Because I know they have one reboot. I don't think they've ever made another one. I don't-
2010 was the reboot.
Yeah, I think so. It has a different actor. I forgot his name, but I mean, he did all right.
Didn't they make like a Friday the 13th movie or some shit
They
like
they
that?
did. They did make a remake. I saw it was okay. It was pretty cheesy. It was just like the very cliche, modern horror movie. Like it wasn't
Right.
a whole lot.
Fair enough. But that reminds me actually. This is gonna be a very unpopular opinion for any Rambo fans, but
Rambo.
I feel like Rambo: The Last Blood gets too much shade. I personally enjoyed it.
That was the last
Honestly,
one.
yeah, Last Blood.
I want to see it.
That was
I'm
the
a big
very last
Rambo
Rambo
fan. I
movie.
like Rambo.
It's good. It's
It's
actually
good?
pretty good. It's pretty good. I'd say
Okay,
that
let me
it's like
check it out.
the best. It definitely has
It's
a
kind of
lot
like
of flaws.
Terminator. The last Terminator, it wasn't the
We
best
do
thing
not
ever,
talk
but it was
about that.
good.
We do not talk about the Terminator
liked
Dark
it.
Fate. We do not
liked
talk
it.
about
Where's
that.
John Connor?
No, 'cause it completely retconned everything that happened in Terminator Judgment Day. What the
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it was kind of like, bro, what?
Bro.
Because I get
Yeah,
it though.
nah.
They were trying to start like a new chapter, but at the same time, I think what happened, and this is where they messed up, is like, bro, people loved Judgment Day. You should have branched off of it. That's the best. That's my favorite. Terminator 2 is
Exactly.
probably my favorite movie of all time. Like,
Well, yeah, no,
you
'cause
literally were just
I'm
like, yeah, remember that
looking
movie?
into
Like,
it.
yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, what?
Yeah,
No.
nah.
Like,
No.
oh,
Oh,
the guy
man.
you love and like you thought he was gonna be this awesome person. Oh, yeah, we're gonna kill him in 5 minutes into the movie. Awesome.
Yeah,
Like, great
exactly.
start to the movie. I was
I
like,
literally the only ones that I care about are Terminator 1, the first Terminator movie, all the way up to the third one, I think. What was it? Salvation, if I remember correctly?
Salvation or Rise of the
Salvation,
Machines.
yeah.
Oh no, fourth was Salvation, I think. Because 3
Oh,
was Rise of the Machines and it was not good. It was really
yeah,
bad.
no. 3 was Rise of the Machines, which I did not like. Salvation was the one that I actually liked.
That was pretty
Like,
cool because
that was
that
the
had
last
what's his
good
name? The dude that
Terminator
played
movie.
Batman. I forgot his name. But
It
you know
was
what I'm
either
talking about.
Michael Keaton or George Clooney. One of those two. Forgot.
No, who's the last? No, before Ben Affleck. Before Affleck, who was the
Oh,
Batman?
Christian Bale. Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Yeah, he was John Connor.
Yeah, he was John. Yeah,
Yeah,
John
that's what I'm
Connor.
saying. They should have did something like if they were to like do a thing where it was like the future wars from Judgment Day. Oh, that's
Yeah.
all they had to do. That's all they had to do. It would have been a
Yeah,
great
nah.
Movie. Everybody would have
But
been happy.
but then
And
they had
nope,
to change it
they
to
had to
Dark.
change it up to some weird. So
Yeah,
bad.
nah.
I don't know why they did that.
enjoyable. I'm not saying it's the worst movie out there, but
Exactly. That's how I felt.
compared to
I
all the other
understand everyone's
Terminator movies,
frustration.
compared to all the other Terminator movies, it's definitely to this day the worst one yet.
You think so? I don't.
Hmm.
I think the third
Yeah.
one is the worst one in my opinion.
You know,
The Rise
Nah,
of the
the
Machines.
third one I at least had some sort of enjoyment. It still respected the franchise.
Yeah.
honestly though,
Dark
I
Fate
will
just
say
completely
the second
threw
one's
everything out
gotta
the
be
window.
No, third one. The second one you didn't like.
the second one is gotta be my favorite one.
Yeah, that's my
I was
favorite
about to
movie of
say,
like all
yo,
time.
that's
I
like
know the
best
lines.
Terminator
Like
movie out there.
Yeah.
I usually
Second one
don't
for
know
sure.
movie lines. I don't really do, but that movie, oh man, I love that movie. I could watch that over. When they showed it again in theaters, I went. I was like, I'm going. Like,
Let's
holy shit.
go.
Yeah, I
Exactly. Yeah.
love that movie. I think that movie's awesome.
Nah, but
I'm
then the
actually
fact that
big thing. There's a fan
Hmm?
project that they're making a game
Really?
based
Really?
solely on Terminator 1 and 2. Using all those
Sheesh.
and it's like a future
Oh,
war. So remember like
Nice.
the gun with like the scope, like and it
yeah.
looks just like those scenes.
Yeah.
And I'm working
Yo,
with
that's
them and I like
amazing.
supposedly once they have like a releasable beta, like I will stream it and stuff. And it's like,
Okay.
all right, cool.
Nah,
I'm
fam,
talking to like
I'm
the
buying
music
that day
composer for it.
one.
Okay.
I like that kind of music. I don't. Do you guys like that synthwave kind of music?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Synthwave
No,
is
like,
pretty
I love
chill.
synthwave. I'm a big
Also,
synthwave nerd,
Rayo,
so-
how's it going? Thanks for popping in.
Nah,
Also,
like
Rayo
the
has redeemed Stretch.
Rayo?
Okay. All right. Hold on. Stretch.
nah,
Right,
dude, because
stretch
it's
these
like,
nuts.
you watched the remastered version for Terminator, right? The Terminator Judgment Day.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, nah, I don't understand how they did it to this day. Like, when did it come out? Like 1990 something,
No.
1998, I think.
Not even. I think it came out like 92, bro. I think it came out like
92.
92,
Yeah,
90.
nah, the fact that they took that and refurbished all the footage, the way that it looks just exactly like how movies look like today.
Yeah, they were able to
It
modify
still
it to make
blows
it
my
look
mind.
today, yeah.
It still
there
blows my
you go,
mind to this
Rayo.
day.
And there was your Stretch.
Nah, dude, because
Yeah,
it
if you
looks
haven't
exactly like somebody filmed it like
Yeah.
in 2015 or something.
Honestly, for
It
those who
looks
haven't
incredible.
watched Terminator, watch Terminator 1, Then watch Terminator 2. That's it. You don't have to
Yes.
watch any of the other
Yes.
ones.
Yeah.
Just let it end at Terminator 2 and you will live your happy life. Because as
Wait.
soon as I will never forget when I was a kid, I was a young kid, didn't have a car, nothing. Terminator 3 played a teaser. They played a teaser for Terminator 3. And not for nothing. I mean, think about it. That's like 20 years later, right? So I will never forget seeing that teaser intro. I think it was for like the Spider-Man movie or something. It was like a teaser that they played.
I
I
think so.
flipped my
Yeah.
shit. I remember I was screaming. I was like about to do a cartwheel in the movie theater. Like I was so hyped. And then I'm gonna be honest, I think it was like a life lesson. Because when that movie came out, it was kind of like pretty much someone saying that you won a Toyota car and you went outside and it was actually a toy Yoda, like a toy
Like a
little action
toy,
figure.
like a toy
And,
car.
like in the
Like
the
a
toy
toy
Yoda.
action
It's a
figure,
toy
the
Yoda,
the
but
Yoda
it's
from
a
Star Wars.
legit car, but it's like
you
one
thought
of
it
those
was
little
a
Hot
Toyota
Wheels.
Camry or something.
Yeah.
Toyota, like you go outside and no, there's just in the
No,
parking
Right.
spot, there's just a little toy and it's a
Right.
Yoda and it's used. It's not
it's
even
like
new.
it's
a
like
used
one of
one.
those. It's like one of those kids' cars, like the ones that you just drive around in, like as a little kid.
Yeah, that and the battery's not charged, so you can't even use
Exactly.
it. Like that's
You
how
can't even
bad I
use it.
felt. I
Mhm.
was like, all right, so this is what disappointment's like. It was a first
Bruh.
lesson, and this is what it feels like to look up to something and anticipate. I can't wait. We gotta win it. We gotta wait a year. Like let's go and counting down the days. And then the day comes, and it's literally the biggest letdown you've ever had in your life. And I was like, oh
Bruh.
my
Yep.
god, like this is what it feels like.
Also,
And
Rayo
Generally
says,
speaking, with certain movies,
"Mwahaha." I don't know if that was
normally gonna
valid
turn
since
out
I
to be,
didn't
like,
see you
the
stretch.
worst
What do you?
one.
Wait, hold on, Rayo. What do you mean
Kind
you didn't
of.
see me stretch? Yeah, I
Only
see
exceptions,
stretch.
obviously,
Boom.
being like, The Dark Knight
Boom.
Rises, Toy Story 3,
Boom.
because Toy Story 3 is a classic.
You know, do
Yeah.
hold on. Let me.
How to Train Your Dragon 3,
Hold on, I got you.
Kung Fu Panda 3, all of those,
Yeah.
basically.
Kind of
No,
sus. I
that's what that's what I was saying. Like, and it's, but yeah, I like the way Salvation did it. It like to me, Salvation still wasn't on the level of Judgment Day, but it was
There
a
you go.
good movie.
It was
still a
so
good
cool.
movie.
Can't
Three,
camera keep
Rise of the
switching.
Machines was absolutely
Well, I
horrible.
stretched it when I
And
when I was having the camera up TV. Like I had the
He
camera
did, he
set up.
actually did stretch.
You're just too slow to look at the stream. That's not my problem there. So it sounds like a personal problem there, Rayo.
Damn,
Between
Still
those
can't
movies,
see you
by the way,
stretch. What do you-
I did like one addition to like the whole cast of
What do you mean?
like,
The camera is set to
T-
me
the
right
T
here.
models.
Yo.
What was it? The TX, which was basically just an anti-Terminator. That was cool. That was a
No
really cool
shit.
Which one was
It's
the
on.
Anti-Terminator? In the newest movie?
No shit.
concept.
It's
No, not
on
in the
me
newest
now.
movie. It was in I think it was Salvation. Was it Salvation?
Interesting.
Salvation.
You know.
Yeah.
The TX. Look it up. The TX.
So wait, which isn't it Salvation
Yeah,
the one
that's
with
basically the
well, like is that was it a reboot or not a reboot, but there was one where they're in the desert and there's like they're collecting people and all that.
Yeah,
Is-
pretty much.
Is that Salvation? Is that
That's Salvation. yeah.
okay? I've seen that one. I
yeah.
didn't really care for that too much.
Yeah,
but-
it was like I said, it was an okay movie. It wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best. It wasn't Judgment Day. Like nothing.
wasn't
touched
wasn't
Judgment
Jaden
Day.
Smith on that one?
No.
Jaden Smith.
No,
I do not
Jaden
recall.
Smith is not
I know
in any
Christian
Terminator
Bale was there,
movie,
but
bro.
I don't remember Jaden Smith. Being
No,
there.
Yeah, he's he was saying like, oh,
I
he
don't
wants
think
to
the kid was even young and
he wants to he wanted to learn karate, and he came
No,
there.
dude, that is
Nah,
not.
bro.
Jaden Smith
Bro,
is
the
not
kid
in a
wasn't
Terminator
even old
movie.
enough to act, bro. You say Jaden Smith was in a movie filled with killer robots? Hell,
Oh
no.
yeah, oh, of course.
They did have
Hey,
kids in that movie.
yeah, they had kids in the movie.
I
They
highly
could- I guess
doubt
they
that.
could have.
Maybe I'm wrong,
I'm kind of happy
but,
they didn't.
you know.
Also, let me see. Rail says Toyota, blah blah blah. The camera switch, and then it's on Cat Girl. I'm like, yeah, no shit. That's the avatar I'm using right now. What the fuck you talking about?
I kind of want to watch that movie again now. I'm gonna watch.
I can make salute.
It was such a good movie. Fucking
Bruh.
favorite movie ever.
But jeez, yeah. Oh, you know,
I know.
honestly,
I
another
could play. I remember that was like one of the first songs I learned on the piano.
what
I know how
Terminator?
to play the piano. I taught myself was learning that song, the theme song for that movie.
Nice.
Okay,
Talking about a movie franchises, like what are your guys' thoughts of the Transformers movie franchise?
Love it.
I
don't care.
Wait,
I don't care how
wait. Which
bad they are, I love
Michael Bay? Michael Bay, right? We're
Michael
talking about
Bay runs them all. Yeah, Michael Bay runs them all.
Well, no,
It's
there
like,
was original like in like the 90s. They actually did have like cartoon.
I will only
ones.
consider Transformers 1 and Transformers 3 canon. Because Transformers Age of Extinction and Last Night, disasters. Absolute
Yeah.
disasters.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna
Galvatron?
be honest.
You
It
say
takes a
that
lot
that
for me to
thing
say
is
that it was a bad movie.
Galvatron?
Yeah,
That
I
is
gotta say
hard.
the 1 to 3 is pretty. Honestly, I think they should have just. I think 1 and 2 are top notch, right? In my opinion,
Right,
1 and
right.
2. Like 1 was awesome, but it's kind of like you wanted more Optimus Prime, you know. And then 2 is like
Autobots,
you get it, you get
roll
Optimus Prime,
out.
you get the max of Optimus Prime, yeah. And
Yeah.
then 3 kind
Then-
of like, all
then-
right, they're kind of running out of ideas, and this
then you
is just
get-
a money grab.
That's
And then
a
4 is
lot of
like, okay, this is
damage.
definitely a money grab. And then 5
Then
was like,
5 is
okay,
just
this
okay.
is
Now they're just
to the
desperate.
point where like this is kind of unwatchable, and this is 100% a money grab. Like
Yeah.
now you're just messing with
No.
my feelings here. Like,
This
please
is
stop.
how I rank the Transformers movies. 5 being the worst one.
Oh.
Yes, it literally goes backward.
4 being
The 4th worst
somewhat
one.
on par. 2 being like in the middle, still
Okay.
enjoyable, but still has a lot of problems. 3 being actually no 1 being second, and then 3 being number 1 in my
Oh, you
opinion.
like the 3rd one? Okay.
'Cause the third
mine
one
are
to
in that
me is
order.
is like the best one in my opinion.
Mine,
'cause-
to be honest, I think 2 was my favorite.
Two.
Two?
Two.
I
I
respect
mean,
was
yeah,
my
two
favorite.
is all right.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm directly below.
I like 2, and then 1 because you find out.
Yeah.
Not for nothing. Like, do you guys? I don't know if you remember this because, like I said, I'm a total nerd when it comes to Transformers. But when Transformers was released, I mean, or when they sent the teaser out and when the trailer was come out, they did not show you what they look like, so you didn't know what to
No.
expect. They kept it like as a good secret. You just knew from the cartoons that it's a car that turns into a Transformer. But at
Yeah.
no point did the teaser or the trailer show you what Optimus Prime looks like, what anyone looks like. They would show you like little hints and teasers here and there, but it wasn't until the movie finally released that they showed you how they look like. So
They
at
gave
the movie
Optimus
theater, I
a mouth.
remember like them transforming, and now you're like, that's what he looks like. Yes, that's fucking awesome. And I was
They
blown
gave
away.
him a mouth.
And you know what?
They
You
gave
know,
Optimus Prime a mouth, man.
and you know what's the funny thing too is that how so you remember in the first movie how they come down there, he's just a barren, silver like gray robot, pretty much like bare naked robot, and then
Yeah, they're
Red.
just a
Yeah.
like a Cybertronian, pretty much.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then they could just clone another vehicle at will and just like turn themselves into it. It's like
That they could, that they're compatible with, pretty much.
The way that I found out about Transformers actually was from 2 shows. Transformers Animated and Transformers Prime.
oh
And
yeah,
that's when I started to watch.
yeah,
Like,
Transformers Prime is pretty
dive
interesting.
into- That's what
I've
I started
never
to dive
watched
into.
it.
It's a very good Transformers show.
Yeah,
Very,
I heard
very
it is.
good.
I
I
just watched the
recommend it.
original. I
You
watched
know,
the original
G1's
and
good.
yeah, I watched the
B-Force is
original.
amazing.
I had I'll never forget, and I kind of wish I still had it because I'd probably have a lot of money right now. But like one of my grandpa, right? Grandpa, total badass dude, wore suits, the classiest motherfucker I've ever met. Straight out of a movie, right? Lost him
Yeah.
when I was young, right? But total badass, and I remember that one of the things that he got me was it was an Optimus Prime, like, and it was the truck, the original from like the animation, and it would transform, but it was so hard to transform him, and it was all metal. It was so badass. It was like the legit one.
Like
Like I wish I
die-cast
still had it
metal?
till this day. It was metal, yeah. Like some pieces were plastic, but I remember like most of it was metal, and like it was like heavy too, and like you transform them, you had to, like
I
do all
think
this
you're
stuff.
talking about the Masterpiece series.
Maybe
'Cause
I
they
honestly
came
don't
out with
remember. I was
those,
like,
not
Honestly?
I was like
a few
5.
couple years
So,
ago.
when you think about it,
came out,
they
like,
might
a long
still
time
have
ago,
them.
but
They
they've
might
already
still
made,
have
like,
those.
50 of them, 50
Yeah.
Masterpiece figures. But I'm
Damn,
not even
yeah,
gonna lie to you.
I might
recent
have, like I
times,
said,
they've
like, he
added
got it, and
more.
I loved it. I mean, obviously, if I go back in time, I wish I could just like left it in
Yeah.
the package. Like, I'll open this later or something, you know.
Right.
But at the time, I remember I had that for the longest
If you
time.
want a good Optimus Prime G1-esque kind of look, like if you want that kind of Optimus Prime figure that's like really, really good, get the TE01 OP leader.
I'll
It's
check
a
it out.
third-party figure for Optimus Prime,
But
but
looks good.
it's very, very good. Honestly, even better than the official version.
Two of the nostalgic things that I want, right, to like having like a collection, but in a glass showcase, is
Mm.
one that Optimus Prime that I had when I was younger, and another thing is the Nintendo glove, the Power Glove.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah,
Have that. I gotta
yeah.
have that. Yep.
Huh.
With the nest next to it,
Yeah.
like
You might be able
that's
to
what I'm
Ooh.
trying to get.
find one at a
I'm
pawn
trying to get
shop.
them to send. Like Nevros has a nest that she said like her dad has just sitting there. I'm like, bro, please send me, please. I like tell him if he doesn't want it, just sitting there. I will take care of it. I will bring it back to life. And but
Yeah,
yeah, I want
nah.
that and a Power Glove, like in a glass like case. And I still have, and I double checked, the Power Rangers Megazord, the original Megazord. I have it.
Huh.
Shut
I
up.
have the
You
Megazord.
have
Yeah,
it?
I have it. Yeah, it
You
used to be.
lucky
It was a thing. It had like a little remote, and you could talk into it. And if you press a button, it like moves forward on
you
wheels.
lucky you have no idea how lucky you are. I
Well,
hate you.
I will say this: I had that, and I had a Virtual Boy. You guys ever the Nintendo Virtual Boy? You
Virtual
guys
Boy?
ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nintendo had a virtual reality system. It was horrible, I'm gonna be honest. It was only black and red. That was it. It was cool, but it would like, and it was like this. It was like this big, think of like a big Oculus, right? But it was on a stand, so you would put like your head into it and you'd like play the controller down here. So your neck would hurt so bad after
So
a while.
literally a VR headset before a VR headset was
Before
even
VR,
a thing.
yeah. I gotta say, way ahead of its time.
More, honestly,
Um,
like more like a VR arcade.
Yeah, well, I can't.
Well,
I
yeah,
remember when
that
I was a
too.
kid, I came up with a way. I would lay down and then I would just put it on my face with the
Hmm.
stand, and the stand would stabilize it, and I would play like that.
Interesting.
It was
Nice.
level 900
No-
IQ. But then, I had that next to the Megazord, and it was at my parents' place, and then now, like, I just, I don't know what happened. Like, I think someone took it, maybe someone like a
Oh,
worker or someone. But
yeah.
the
Oh, that
Megazord's there.
sucks.
It's missing one of the. Remember the Megazord? Like on one leg, it was the Triceratops, and the other, I think it was the saber-tooth tiger. I think the saber-tooth
Sabertooth.
tiger is
It was
missing.
Hmm.
Sabertooth.
Yeah, I think it's missing the saber-tooth tiger, but everything else is there. And the what's it called?
The
The Virtual Boy is
Megazord.
missing. I
Damn,
can't
bro.
find the Virtual Boy. And I remember I
Sheesh.
had them right next to each
Yeah,
other.
this
So
is
I'm like,
what this is what I like about these podcasts, because we could go from Batman to Scream to Rambo
Virtual
to
Boy.
Terminator to
Yeah.
Transformers
Virtual
and the
Boy.
Power Ranger.
Yo, facts. Oh man.
Bruh.
But no, I'm
Holy
just saying that was
shit.
nostalgic because we were talking about Transformers. A huge
Yeah.
Transformers fan. But like, have you seen Transformers? Check that out.
Yeah.
You liked it?
Which
Yeah.
one? Which
I
ones
guess.
have you seen though? Which one have you seen?
From what I can remember, I think just 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
That's good enough.
That's probably
good
good,
enough.
honestly. You're probably doing yourself a favor
4
by
and
only
5 are
watching
just
1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
not
Because
worth it.
4 starts to kind of
Not
go
worth
off.
it.
Like, all right, I mean, there's still hope.
But
And then 5 was just like, there's no
Oh.
hope. They
But
need to just stop this.
Rayo
But
says that she
you should
loves that
definitely
about the
watch the
podcast as
Bumblebee
well.
movie.
Oh, well, thank you, Rayo.
Watch
I'm
the
glad you
Bumblebee
love
movie.
this.
The Bumblebee
I've
movie.
seen it. I liked
Oh,
it.
you've seen it?
You seen the
Okay,
Bumblebee
I'm the one
movie?
that didn't watch it. I'm not gonna watch Bumblebee. I'm sorry. I'm
I liked it.
You
I
liked
thought it was
you
cute.
liked it?
It's
Yeah.
very faithful to the G1
But
franchise.
I like Disney
Wait.
Like,
movies.
Oh, I'm
more.
sorry. I'm
If
sorry.
you're a big fan of
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
G1,
Not the Bumblebee.
Disney
I'm sorry. I
movies.
thought you were talking about the Bee movie, the Heyyo.
no,
Like,
no.
Oh, that's what
The
I thought you were
Bumblebee
talking
movie.
about.
No, Bumblebee.
That's why I was like, yeah,
No,
sorry, I'm not watching it. No,
G1
Bumblebee.
faithful
Bumblebee was
adaptation.
mad good.
Bumblebee.
Oh.
Very awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, Bumblebee was awesome. I
Yes.
love the beginning.
I love
I will
Bumblebee.
say that was I was literally like my nostalgia was just exploding. Like just yeah.
Nah,
I
from the
loved
moment I saw Shockwave and Soundwave, I'm
Right.
like, what?
It was so cool. I love that.
Decepticons.
Yeah, they did a good job. Like Optimus Prime looked like he's supposed to look like, except now he's CGI'd. I was like, good job. He's the fucking
Yeah.
boss.
Because it
Bumblebee
stayed
was
faithful
awesome.
to the original design while also
Yeah,
adding something new.
exactly. If they were to do that, where they did like a Cybertronian war series, not going into
I
like,
would watch it.
some kid finds a car, falls in love with the car, but it's actually a robot. Like, okay, we get it. That's a cool. You can only push that plot so many times. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, stop
I
pushing that
want an
plot. We
actual
get
movie
it. Like,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
an actual Cybertronian all-out
yeah, make it a
war, which reminds
Cybertronian
me,
movie about
actually.
Transformers.
Reminds
know
me,
what game-
actually.
Yo, not for nothing. I always wanted to do a game, a Transformers game where you play as one of the Nest soldiers. Like you don't play as a Transformer. You're a Nest soldier with like the gun, and you got to
There's an
work
arcade game similar to that, but it's an arcade game. It's not an actual.
I know what you're
like,
talking about. It's a big yellow like bumblebee, and you go in
Yeah,
like
yeah,
no.
that thing.
I'm talking like FPS, like you know what I mean. Like you have your guns because they're running sable rounds.
I mean-
It's pretty much like big giant
I, mean,
caliber.
I wonder,
weapons.
is there any Transformer games on Steam at the moment? I wonder.
If
So
there
far,
is,
not
it's
any
like
good
it's like
ones
where you
right
just
now.
play. Yeah, I think there is like the Prime games. It's kind of more like based on the Prime
Yeah.
series. But you're just
Literally
playing like a
the
transformer and you kind of like doing your thing. Where I would like it where it's like the movie. The Nest was the human that worked alongside the Autobots. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
I see.
And you play as a soldier, and you know, like you got to go. You know, and there's a crazy like transformer throwing shit, and you're going against transformers too, like that are throwing shit at
Yeah.
you. And like I think that would be awesome. I think that would have been a
Sheesh.
cool game. Even if it was a
Honestly,
short game.
in my opinion, the last good Transformers game was Fall of Cybertron, which
Fall
is
of
sad
Cybertron.
because, huh?
Fall of Cybertron, I agree.
Yeah,
I saw
Fall of
like
Cybertron.
cutscenes and stuff, and
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I know I would. I was like, I know the gameplay would get like repetitive, but I would play it for the
It
story.
was still fun. Sadly,
Right.
it got shut down in 2020 because like the
Mm.
services were getting a little too pricey for Activision to like run, so they sadly
Yeah.
had to shut it down, which is sad. But
But
Monies.
you know,
I mean, honestly,
still a
games
very good,
games like
memorable
that, games like that though, where the gameplay is pretty repetitive, but the story is fucking like
Awesome.
The
amazing.
story's amazing.
I mean,
The
that's
story's
the
amazing.
part that would draw a majority of people. As long as if it has a story mode and it's fucking good, the gameplay I mean normally wouldn't matter too much. But then sometimes if the story drags ass and the gameplay is pretty alright, and I think the story part will probably kill the gameplay altogether. But once
I mean,
it
there are some exceptions to that aspect because
Dynasty Warriors.
Monster
Hunter, because like Monster Hunter isn't really a game known for having a good story. Don't get me wrong, the story's still cool,
But
but
it's
like
not like
it's not like the
its
first thing
strong
that
point.
people. No, it's not the
Right.
first thing that people think of.
Gotcha.
Right.
They think of the whole concept of I'm going in and I'm hunting a monster using its flesh and bones to make my armor and weapons, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, well, see, that
That's
game's
the
different
whole
because you
thing.
have an objective though. You have like a set objective because it's in the title, Monster Hunter. You're out there to hunt
you're
fucking
hunting
monsters.
Exactly.
I mean,
guys
That's your
watch a movie?
objective. You're hunting a monster, you know?
with it, what happened?
Do you guys watch a Monster Hunter movie?
Wait, there's a
Don't
Monster
you
Hunter
dare
movie?
Bring that up. Don't you dare bring that up.
Is it good or
Don't-
bad? It might be good. I don't know. I heard it was terrible.
It's
but-
awful. It's awful.
Hey, you know, it looks like the Mario Brothers movie, the live action one.
Dude, that was awesome. I don't know why it got bad
Exactly
rep.
like
I love
that.
the Super
It's the
Mario
worst.
movie.
Hey, but you know what? Hey,
At
honestly though,
least
you
the
know what's
Mario
funny thing
movie
about the
was
Mario
somewhat
Brothers
enjoyable.
movie is that the guy who played as Mario came drunk on the set.
That's awesome. Hell
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I
Wow.
was like, bro,
Well, yeah,
this
no,
guy's
Like I said,
amazing.
I like the
Nah.
Super Mario movie.
Yeah,
I
it's
love-
it's
yeah,
awesome.
the
That
Goombas,
movie was
they
It
look
awesome.
was
like Goombas.
okay. It was okay.
The Goom-
Yoshi
the-
was
the
a
Goombas?
fucking,
I
like
liked
like a you know
The
not
Bowsers,
looking
you
like
know the
Yoshi.
Bowsers?
Nah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah, the
okay, but I didn't like it, especially the Goombas. What the?
It was
that?
it was I liked it. I liked it. I was a kid. I was like, let's go. You know, I was a little kid, you know, I was like, I
Yeah,
loved
nah.
it. I think it was
Bro,
cool.
the
But like let's
Monster
be
Hunter
real.
movie?
It was definitely made by a studio that just bought the rights, not made by
Yeah.
somebody that actually played Super
Yeah,
Mario.
nah.
You know what
It
I
Yeah,
mean?
was-
it's like
it
it's
was-
like
it was
Super
enjoyable.
Mario in
bad, but it was
Brooklyn.
still
Super
enjoyable.
Mario in Brooklyn. That's pretty much
But
it.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
where that's where it's supposed to take place. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He's an Italian plumber.
The Monster Hunter movie? Are you for real?
What?
But I have so much to say about the Monster Hunter movie.
Is it that
Bruh.
bad?
Bruh. They turned Diablos into a joke. Rathalos is cool, but
I don't know, I've never played the
just
game.
a
So.
bigger Rathalos. Oh, okay. So Diablos is like a giant, like kind of like wyvern that has like really big horns, and it digs into the sand, and then it comes out the ground like the Alaskan bullworm. You know, it's cool. It's amazing. It's amazing. I like it. Rathalos is another wyvern. He breathes fire,
Damn.
and then Gormagala appears at the very end of the movie. By the way, Gormagala is like one of the flagship monsters of Monster Hunter Generations
Oh, okay,
Ultimate.
okay.
He's like one of the well-known monsters in the entire franchise. He only appears at the very end of the movie.
He's like the boss level, pretty much.
Worse, they set him up for a sequel. They
Oh,
set him up
damn.
for a sequel.
It's like
That's not
Avengers.
happening.
Roll.
That's not gonna
It's
happen.
like it just cuts up.
Dude. And the weapons, don't even get me started. They butchered the weapons so bad, it's
Hmm.
not even funny.
Damn. That's what happens sometimes. Most of the time, right?
Ugh.
90% of the time, when it's a movie is based on a game, it's trash.
It's gonna be
Eh,
shit.
It's gonna be trash.
It's like when when the one Halo trailer where one of the goons had an AK-47.
Yeah, like I was literally just about to
Yeah.
bring up Halo after that.
Literally,
I'm like looking forward to it, but at the same time, like I
Yeah,
know
nah,
for a fact,
it-
like should I not
it's
get my hopes
gonna
up?
be shit. It's
Yep.
gonna
If
be
if I just realize it's shit and I watch, I'm like, you know what? This isn't shit. This is actually badass. I'll be happy.
You know,
I already have. I unfortunately I kind of already have my hopes up, and I know I'm gonna probably be let
Yep.
down, but it's
Watch-
okay. I'm Paramount came out with Transformers. Hey, I'm gonna give them a chance. I'm gonna give them a
Yeah.
chance. You know what I mean?
The only two exceptions that I can think of that for live action like words. Jesus.
Also,
oh,
what-
it's Sonic
okay,
too.
what-
That's another good movie
Yeah,
that I'm actually
Sonic
looking forward
So-
to.
and Detective Pikachu are the only movies that I can think of that were adapted from video games that
That are
are
good.
actually.
I
at the
don't
very
need your
decent.
power.
Yeah, the Pokemon movie or whatever. Like it was
Detective
like
Pikachu,
Also,
yeah.
also
a good job with it.
Pronox
It could've been
underscore
more.
X07 redeemed
Also, the
hydrate.
menacing.
All right, let me
I like the way
get
they
some
did that
hydration now.
I actually like Charizard.
Hydrate these
Charizard.
nuts.
Charizard. And then Sonic, we already know the whole situation.
Dude, the Sonic. But I'm sorry. When they first came out with Sonic, like,
And just so you know that I'm actually drinking, I got a
Yeah,
gold
nah,
gallon.
They did not.
I'm glad
did
they
not
fixed it.
do
I'm
it.
glad they
I'm
fixed it.
so
I'm
glad
probably
they
so
fixed it.
pissed.
Yeah, no,
I
because
would've
if
been
they
so mad.
came
Ooh, I
out,
like
if
your
that was
nails.
the actual final result for Sonic, I would not.
I know I got
watch it.
these Eminem.
But whenever they
things.
changed it,
I
around, I'm
like
like,
them.
you know what? I'm watching this movie, and I enjoyed myself in it. It was amazing.
I like that. I like Sonic.
And the fact that they're making a second movie and Knuckles is gonna be in there,
Yep.
and Tails,
And Tails, yeah.
and
Tails
the
is my
giant
favorite, to
death
be
egg.
honest. Tails
I'm
is
all
my
in.
favorite, and I like Knuckles too. Knuckles is one of my favorite. Because
Now,
I only
one
played
of
up to the Knuckles. I played all the Sonics up to the Knuckles franchise, and after that, I just
Yeah.
didn't really play. I like
But now, have you
Dark
ever
Sonic and
noticed
stuff like
that?
that. I don't know.
Have you ever noticed that throughout like all the games and all the shows for
Got
Sonic,
got the
Knuckles has
hydration.
always been treated as like the comic
go.
relief and all that.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah.
In the movie, from what I've seen, like in the trailers,
Hmm.
he's actually gonna be treated as like a threat, like he's an actual threat
Wait,
to
who
Sonic,
is?
and that's what I like the most. Knuckles.
Oh,
Yeah,
Knuckles.
we'll see.
Oh
He's
yeah.
gonna be like an actual.
He's
Well, it's
gonna
kind of
be
cool
an
because
actual threat.
in the games, you know, he's a villain, right? But
Mhm.
as you play the game, you realize that he's actually like more like
The comic
Dr.
relief.
Roboto's like prisoner in a
Mm.
way.
That too, yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
he's kind of got like enslaved, so he's like has to do what he what he
Oh.
wills him to do.
Right.
And then later
Yeah.
on, you can use him. That's why, like in the later games, you can play as Knuckles, and he's like a good guy because once you beat the game, you like free Knuckles from being
Mm.
held. That's that. And I don't know if you guys remember, like Genesis. I remember like the Knuckles video game. It was a different cartridge. It was a cartridge that had an opening on top. And what would happen was you would put the cartridge in, you could play Sonic and Knuckles. That was the name of the game. But if you put the top part, you could put another Sonic game on top of the cartridge. So now you have two cartridges on top of each other. You would
Oh,
play whatever game you'd put in there as Knuckles. So if I had Sonic
Oh.
1, you could play Sonic 1. Yeah,
Mm.
you'd play Sonic 1. So if you have Sonic and Knuckles and then you have the first Sonic game, on top of Sonic and Knuckles, you essentially can play Sonic 1 as Knuckles. And Knuckles had like a fly. It's not that he had like super speed, he had like he could glide, kind of like fly.
That is
Not fly, but
crazy.
glide. Yeah, it was really cool. They did. I'm like,
Okay.
what is this magic? But it was really
Yeah.
cool. So you'd play the whole level as Knuckles, like you could
Hmm.
do the whole game as Knuckles. It was really cool.
Yeah,
I like how
nah.
they did that.
Nice.
I'm just
Also-
glad that they're actually giving Knuckles like the character of
Yeah,
Knuckles
yeah.
He
the
looks like
respect
Knuckles.
he deserves.
And you know, have y'all
Too, yeah.
have y'all ever
I was like,
seen
yeah, he looks
Sonic
good.
X before? Have y'all seen that one?
I have.
Sonic X? No.
I have.
Like I said, after Knuckles, I didn't really keep up with that.
So Sonic X is an anime of
okay.
of Sonic the Hedgehog, bitchin'
Is it good?
series. Yeah, amazing.
Really? Is
very
it dark or
confused,
is it
yeah.
like still like kid friendly?
It's
Pretty dark,
it could
but
be a mix. It could be a mix.
it's
Really?
it's
Okay,
still,
okay. I'm gonna have
yeah.
to check it out then.
It
How
has like the
long is it? Is it
kid-friendly
like a
stuff.
movie or?
It's like 2
No,
seasons, I
it's a
think,
show.
right? I think it's 2
It's a
seasons.
show. 2
Yeah.
seasons,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like I think the length of Code Geass, or I think, or a bit shorter than Code Geass. But
By the
um,
way, Code Geass, bomb
Wonderful.
so far.
it's
It's
Wonderful
getting
anime.
good. It's
oh
getting
god,
good.
I knew
Yeah.
you would like it. I knew you would like it.
Yeah, it's getting better.
I was actually
I'm
about to
liking it a lot.
accidentally spoil the ending of Code Geass, like in the last podcast that I was in.
Oh no, it's okay. I don't even remember. It's okay. No, because honestly,
dude,
like
because I
it was
honestly
good.
did not. I honestly did not think that you actually like
No,
completely
yeah, it's
watched
good.
Code Geass. I
To
thought
be
you
honest,
finished it.
it's one
I
of those
thought you
animes
finished
that
it.
gets better and better every episode.
Yeah.
It gets better. I'm like, okay, all right. Like what? Now there's this, and
Nah,
like I
bro.
said, I'm a big mech guy. Like Transformers stuff like that, I love.
Yeah.
Robotics
Who's your
are really
waifu?
cool. So
Who's your
I'm
waifu
really
right now?
like,
Oh, yeah.
huh?
Who's your waifu right now?
The waifu. I don't know. I guess like um I think I do like the girl who has the new robot with the hand. Oh, no, I mean, you already saw it, but to me, it's
Oh,
new. The one with the hand that has like
Oh,
the
I know
cyber crush
exactly
or
who you're
whatever.
talking
yeah.
about.
Trying to think of her
She's kinda
name.
cool.
Trying to think of her name. Fuck. What's her name?
Yeah, she's cool. I also like
Callan?
Yeah,
one-
yeah, Kel.
the what's her name? The one that's like that like her dad died.
Like, is her hair red? Is her hair red?
Yeah, Call.
Yeah, her hair's
Colin.
red, yep.
Colin.
Yeah,
her
then
hair's
that's
red.
Callan. That's Callan.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
her
Callan.
dad just died. That one, she's cool too, because she's
Oh
like,
yeah.
she's
Callan.
like, she could give him up, and she doesn't. She's like, still like, nah, like, let me help him out. Let me see what the hell.
Yeah,
Even though now
nah,
that
Mhm.
I just got to the part
a
where
good
she
character.
discovered like he's Zero.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
So Katie, what
so-
are your thoughts about Code Geass? I know you've been watching it with us recently.
Yeah,
what are
I
your
like
thoughts?
it. I've missed.
Badass,
I
right?
gotta catch up on a couple episodes.
I think there's a movie
do
world
like
that
it.
we can.
I like it a lot
Yeah. I
actually.
think there's a
We could
movie
check it
I
world
didn't
that we could
expect
actually
to
watch
like
all the
it.
episodes of Code Geass.
So I was a little surprised that I did.
Nice.
yeah, I didn't think
Yeah,
it was
just
gonna
tell us
be
the
like
episode that
that.
you're on, and I think we could search it up on that one movie world. And if it's on there, then we can watch it.
Well,
What, the movie?
All
well,
four of us.
well, why waste on a movie world when we got Funimation with Turbo?
Da-na-na. Yeah, we watched it
Funimation
Tuesdays,
is
Tuesday
dead.
nights.
Don't you know? It's dead. They
I
merged with the
finished
Crunchyroll.
season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul.
But
which
we could
I
instead
like
of
a
going and
lot.
jumping into a VR chat
yeah, I gotta
game,
watch
we
it.
could just
Tokyo
stream
Ghoul
it
is a
on
very
Discord.
good anime.
Yes, oh
It's a
yeah. I
very
haven't
good
seen it
anime.
yet, but I have heard a lot of good shit about it.
But
I
it has
think on-
resulted to a lot of emos.
Oh my god,
Mozo, just-
bruh.
I'm kidding.
No, how do
Still
you?
good
Have,
again.
you guys
It's a
have
good
seen
anime.
Tokyo Ghoul?
I haven't.
Yeah.
I
haven't?
haven't. No.
I think so. On anime night, I think we're gonna do Attack on Titan, and then watch Code Geass. But what I was thinking of doing is like at the end, if people want, we'll just watch like the first episode of Tokyo Ghoul just to try it out and see
When
what it's
is
like.
anime
Maybe
night,
make
by the
that
way?
the next
Hmm.
thing. Tuesday
a
nights,
question.
every Tuesday night.
Tuesday nights? Okay. I'll
Yeah.
be there. I'll be there next
Tuesday
time.
nights at 8. Sometimes 8:30, but most of the time usually just
Yeah,
8
it'll be in the Discord server.
Pacific
Shit.
Standard or Central?
at Eastern time, 8 o'clock Eastern.
Eastern time, so 8:30, so that's 7:30 for me. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we usually watch like 3. But I gotta say the last the last session.
Oh.
Remember when the girl was like rubbing herself on a table?
Yeah, she
and
was
just
Wait a minute.
Yes.
nutted
anime
on
is
the
this?
table, and then it just
What-
changes scenes. Like the girl
What
just
anime is
Just
this?
random
it was just a
scenes.
it was just a random
So
random scene
really
where
was.
they just show like one of the girls just banging the
She's
edge of
looking
a
at the
table.
princess. Yeah, she's looking at a picture of the princess, nuts on the table, and then of course the fucking little blind girl comes in like, "Are you if you're not feeling okay, you can go home." Like, oh no, I'm good. Get out of here.
What anime
Yeah.
are y'all talking about?
Code
Geass.
Geass.
Code
Code
Geass.
Dude,
Geass.
go get
I
it's
do
like a
not
10-second.
remember.
Yes.
I do
for like 10
not
seconds.
remember that happening in Code Geass.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it
just-
happens.
it
The girl just
happens.
Nuts on a table,
Yo,
and then like
Yeah.
the blind girl, his sister comes in like,
It's
you
a- it's a
okay?" Like,
thing.
yeah, I'm
Oh,
good,
wait.
bye. And then it just
Wait,
switches
that did
scenes. Like,
happen.
what?
That did
Why did they
happen.
put that in there? Like,
I know because it's so random and it doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, it's like
It's
I mean,
there though.
I guess it's better than the anime. Well, no, maybe not. I think I would.
Like, all right, like it's whatever. Put that in there. But I was taken back because it was like like remember I showed you guys. It was literally like the resistance. Like all right, we're gonna do this. Like get
Yes.
the meeting together.
Let's
All right.
fight
And then
for
all of a sudden, like,
justice.
and it's just a girl. Like I'm like
Table
all right, is
banging.
this girl getting railed out. Like what's
Table
happening? Like,
banging.
and then all of a sudden, and then like just the tables nutted on. And then like hey, I hope you're feeling better. And it just goes back to like the revolution or whatever. Like what? So, but yeah, it made me kind of question. I'm like.
Question
I'm never gonna look at
reality.
the corner of a table the same ever
Nope.
again. I'll be like,
Nope.
all right,
That's why I got rid of my table because you
not
never
leaning
know.
on that.
Someone
Yeah.
could have came into my world. You know,
I'll
could have
never- if
could
I
have.
ever buy a used table, I'm wiping that bitch down.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
bleach it, bleach it.
Yeah, I
Get
got a
some
free table.
get some
Yeah, let me
barbicide,
Bleach,
barbicide the
got some
slicker.
Filoso,
You know,
Alright.
Christ.
we got some game, we
I
got
like
some
lick the
freaking
wood,
Tide, some Tide
deteriorate.
Pods in
you know,
there.
you know,
too,
you gotta
The
get
whole
hazmat
thing.
suited up. You gotta tear gas the entire thing. You gotta.
Bruh. There's a
Like, hey,
freaking
can I-
biohazard right there.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna
Chernobyl
get
all
the
over
sofa.
again.
Like, yeah, it's got no
Like,
no use
look,
on the
look,
sofa.
we
Like,
got-
on
this
the
is the
table
hot-
too. Like,
Like go to IKEA. Every table's
I
in the
don't
hot
know.
zone. Like we have a hot zone. We gotta set a warm and a cold zone. You know, get
You know,
this
you
table.
never know,
We gotta
You never know, two
quarantine
people literally
quarantine this
just, like,
damn
did the
table.
do- like,
Yeah.
Quarantine the
do the
table.
thing, you
It
know?
is not
you
safe.
go to you go
never
to
know.
IKEA and they have signs like, what is that? Like, oh, we don't want people rubbing in the corners, please. Thanks.
Yeah, we,
Leave
like
the tables alone. Do not.
yes, they have to put those bumper card rubber edges on the table.
Oh my lord. Anti-rub protector. Like, what is this for?
They
Like,
put
yeah,
they
we
put
were having a
the no.
project.
So just imagine they put the pigeon spikes on the edges.
Pigeon spikes. Oh my lord.
They make
Jesus
the pigeon spikes electro powered. They're like,
No, they just wrap the entire edge of the table with barbed wire. There you go.
Jesus.
Get barbed wire around it with razor wire. There you go. You're set. Your table's protected.
holy shit!
Jesus.
Wow.
That's what it was definitely. But no, I'm excited to. I mean, pretty soon we're gonna be done with season 1, so I'm pretty excited.
Sheesh, I know. Jeez,
Noise.
it's the table banging season.
Yeah.
You know, crazy.
And then, but yeah, I like it. Like I said, I want to start Tokyo Ghoul just to see what happens. 'Cause I do want to watch that. I've
Yeah,
only
I
heard
like
good
Tokyo
Tokyo
Ghoul.
Ghoul a lot.
Yeah, I hear it's a great banger.
Table banger. It's a knee slapper.
So he's
But yeah, that and,
shit.
you know
Wow.
what anime
Oh,
I'm
shit.
gonna get back into probably just on my own.
Which one?
Is Initial D, because I've only gotten to the second season. I never finished
Initial
it.
D.
Deja
I
vu.
wanted to watch that, but I never got
Yeah,
to
if you ever want to learn about cars,
You ever want to learn about
Really
these
good
nuts
way.
in your face? Watch Initial D.
No, there's no. I'll tell you what. There's no table rubbing in Initial D. There's none of
no
that.
table rubbing.
But
Just
it's really cool. I
Yeah.
think it was really chill. The music is fucking what makes half.
Oh, yeah,
half
the-
of that anime.
isn't it
the anime's
Eurobeats?
cool, but the Eurobeat, all the music.
Yeah,
in that
Eurobeats
is
is
just
there.
bomb. It's that the music's what make
Oh,
half,
yeah.
half the anime is just the music that they listen to is really good. So, man, so cool. But that's I think I might catch up on that because there's like 5 seasons and there's a movie too.
Yeah.
So
5 seasons and a movie. Jesus Christ.
that and
Sheesh.
also there's the one that's kind of like it. It's called Wangang Midnight. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. And the cool thing is those both Wangang Midnight and Initial D, they're like based on real people. Like it's not
Really?
like, yeah,
Hmm.
like there really is a dude that's pretty good in that mountain. And then Wangang Midnight is about it's like a club of people that have like they had really fast cars in the 90s. And they would go on, they call it the Wangan, which is like the highway, but over there in Japan.
Yeah.
And they would just constantly like try to beat each other with higher horsepower cars. And in the 90s, having like 1,000 horsepower in the 90s is like huge. Because now in today's world, like, you're into cars, like 1,000 horsepower is achievable. Like you can do it. It's going to
Oh,
cost
there's
money.
a car
but
that
you
has
can
like
do it.
2,000 HP.
Yeah, exactly. It's doable. Like
Mhm.
most people can get to 1,000 horsepower now. Where back then, like 1,000 horsepower was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
It was like,
But you're on the Wangan, not like a drag strip, and then like you let the car cool down. No, like you're constantly pushing it for like a long ass time, having races around the city. Like, so it
yeah.
was pretty cool. And they had it. That's
Have
why
you
they
ever
call it
heard of the
Wangan Midnight.
double 16? By the way,
what?
The double 16, like that. It's like this.
Yeah,
It's a
there's
concept
a thing
car,
called
like
the
the
Devil Z in
hypercar.
it.
Devil Z.
Devil Z. Yeah, it was a what's it called? 240Z. But it was like so done up and it was like so crazy, and he would like wreck people because it was like so fast. They didn't even know how much horsepower it had.
Well, shit,
Yeah,
damn.
but if you ever go to an arcade, they have a thing called Maximum Tune, and it's based off the anime, and like you can like shift and stuff. It's really cool. I love
So
that game.
that's why it looks like a whole
Yeah,
anime.
it's based off the anime, and like you do the storyline and everything.
Oh,
They have an
that's
initial
funny. That's
D
cool.
game too, but it's not as good as Maximum Tune, aka Wang Yang
Hmm.
Midnight. Oh, there
Oh,
he
sorry
is.
about that.
It's all good.
But you know what's one anime I've been getting back into? Have y'all ever heard of the anime called Future Diary? Have you ever heard of it?
No, Future.
I
Diary,
have.
no.
Yeah, so don't spoil it too much, but it's an interesting anime.
About
Very interesting.
It's so basically, have you ever put a diary on your phone or on a certain device? Imagine if
yeah.
Imagine if that little diary of yours suddenly gave you the ability to either see the future events that would happen that you would jot down, or what would happen to someone, or what would happen to you. That anime is basically about that, and in basically a last man standing type of scenario, in a race to control time and space itself.
wait, what the hell? Jeez,
Yeah,
sounds
it's
crazy.
Yeah, that's literally the whole concept of the anime. It's crazy.
It is insane. It's Inception, crazy shit. Without the DiCaprio.
I've never seen
Did you
that
just
movie.
say Leonardo DiCaprio?
I said without the DiCaprio. But
I've always heard that movie was good, but I've never seen it.
oh yeah, Inception's awesome.
Really?
But
Alright,
yeah,
I might check that out.
but yeah, Future Diary
You've never
is
seen Inception?
Never seen it.
never.
I
What?
should.
You've
Yeah, I heard
never
it's really
seen
good.
Inception?
I've
I don't
never
blame
seen
you.
it. I will say this: I had it one time playing, I think, and I ended up like falling asleep. Like I was just
A lot
really
of people
tired.
forgot about it, but it's a really underrated. It's an underrated
Really?
movie.
It is.
Yeah.
But Katie, have you seen that? Have you seen that anime before? Future Diary.
No, but it sounds interesting.
It
Oh
does.
yeah. I think y'all would like that anime quite a bit.
Yeah.
Got some pretty gory scenes in there too. So I think you would
Can
like that.
confirm.
Mm-hmm. Pretty gory scenes in there. Pretty action based. You definitely will love to see it.
Interesting.
There is
Yeah,
no
yeah.
chill in the amount of gore action in there.
Oh, I'm kind of sad still about that. There's like no Demon Slayer for a whole year.
Oh yeah, yeah.
devastated.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
I'm gonna be honest. I had hopes because remember when Craig was here and Ray was here, they said that there was like no, they're doing another one next week. Like they were wrong. There isn't. I was right. There is no more. Like that was it. That was the last episode.
Oh,
It
that was
just-
for
it
the
was
second
so
season, right?
Anticlimactic.
It
I thought more
was.
was gonna happen.
Wait,
Yeah,
how many
that was
episodes
it.
were made
It
for that
really
second
was
season?
not.
That's why I read the manga.
Yeah. How
That's
many
exactly
how many
why I read the
episodes
manga.
were there in the second season that came out?
I don't
11.
remember. dude. 11?
11, I think.
Like really?
Yeah,
Only
11.
11? They cut down to 11?
Only 11, yeah.
What?
If you can believe that.
Yeah.
What?
And then they were gonna. There was no like teaser, like now going to a movie. Nothing like that. Nothing. It was just like
Nothing.
ba-da-ba. That was it. Like
Hey,
that was it. It just
what's,
ended. I was like,
hey, what's
what?
that? You wanted a 12th episode? Psych. No
Nope.
episode for
Suck,
you.
Yeah.
motherfucker.
There was nothing. It was
Psych.
literally very.
Sigma D.
Don't get me
That's
wrong.
why
The
I read
season
the
was
manga.
freaking awesome.
That's
Bruh.
why I read the manga.
Yeah. You know.
I will say this.
Manga's-
I was talking about this. The manga compared to the anime looks so much better. The manga looks terrible. Just saying.
Well, I mean,
Really?
It looks so bad compared to like the anime. If you were to put them side by side, because they'll have them almost like the exact scenes, but the manga is
Mhm.
not good. Like just saying art wise, like it doesn't look like that good
Yeah.
compared
Like
to-
I know
don't
there's
get me wrong,
certain
it doesn't look good, but the story on there is honestly a
Oh,
lot
story
better.
lore, yeah.
story
Positive.
lore. Honestly, like
Story's
there are
better.
some mangas that are made where the artwork looks amazing, just as good as
Yeah,
the
yeah,
anime,
Wait,
if not better.
everybody's watched
Guyver.
Demon Slayer, right?
Guyver
But,
manga
Demon
is
Slayer too.
insane.
But yeah, like
Everybody's caught up.
the
Right?
artwork is always amazing. In most mangas,
You're caught up, right?
in most mangas
up?
they
Oh,
are
no, I
pretty
haven't read
good.
the
On
manga.
Demon Slayer. Everybody's caught up
No.
on Demon Slayer, right?
No,
I
so
only
shut
on
the.
we don't read the manga, but
Season
just
two?
on
Okay.
yeah, just season
Okay. That one scene with Netsuko. where like she
I already know what you're talking
like
about.
Where she got
yeah.
titties.
Yeah.
Oh, talking
love
about
it.
that.
No,
Talking
I'm
about
not even
that.
referring to
Yeah, there was a
that.
lot of
Just that.
controversy.
There was
about
a
that.
lot
that
of
fight scene
controversy.
alone.
You know what?
I was
I'm referring
so
to that fight scene
excited.
alone. Like
Really?
that fight scene was
I
amazing.
was.
Let's go kick
Yeah,
ass. I'm
look,
just saying.
like she can turn herself from like a baby to whatever. Like I don't know. I see
Maybe it was
Nezuko
a
like, yo,
fucking
she's just
beast.
using her power, so she's becoming at like her ultimate like maximum force. So she's gonna
Right.
look
Yeah.
like an absolute beast. You know, I don't expect her to look like a little baby and having her maximum fucking potential. Like I
Shit,
don't
one of the
expect that.
main villains, what was it? What was her name? Daki? People were like outraged over the fact that, 13-year-old dies, becomes a demon, technically without like centuries old now. They're still a kid, you can't draw
Like,
Yeah,
and that's
I
the
don't know.
weird backwards logic that I find that people have is like, so they say, oh well, she's 13, but she's like 1,000 years old plus. But it's like really, like, honestly, at that point, even though technically she died as a human at the age, but she still was growing up over the years. So
Yeah,
so,
no, I mean,
so
in my opinion, she was over 1,000 years old.
yeah, she's
so,
over 1,000 at this point anyway. So
like,
like,
yeah,
It's funny too, because those are the same people that that they complain about that. Those are the same people that say, "Oh, let me just draw this character that's a kid. Let me make him into an adult, and then make him shirtless as well." Yeah.
People do that all the time, and it's stupid. Like they'll bitch about someone like making a character look lewd, but then they will lewd a character themselves. Which
Exactly.
is like, those are the only type of people who ever point that shit out, are the people that are lewd themselves. And it's stupid. It's so stupid. I'm like,
to me, if it was something like, all right, Nezuko, like laying in bed with like someone, and then like
if they pretty much
she
turned her
took
into a
that
hentai.
form, yeah, then I'd be like, yo, that's kind of weird, like she's, she was not, I don't know her age, right? I think she's like 15 or
I think
something.
she was like 12 or 13 whenever she died and became
Yeah,
a demon.
I mean, time has passed, so either way, she's still like
Oh,
young.
she's
like,
still older.
then
yeah,
that would be
yeah.
weird. Then I'd be like,
Right.
okay, that was kind of weird. But bro, she was fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she was
Yeah.
fighting. She just
Yeah.
turned into her
Yeah.
ultimate form.
I
Like,
mean-
she's a demon
I mean,
now.
people-
And that
people-
fight scene is like one of the best, like one of the best fight
Yeah.
scenes in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
best out there. Nothing wrong with it. It's just the way that she looked. People were just bitching about it. And like, dude, just shut the fuck up. Like
yeah.
there are a
But
lot
at the
of
same
worse.
time,
There's a lot of worse
so-
animes out there where they will literally sexualize any age out there, regardless. And
Well, that's what I'm saying too. Is I feel like people that saw that, like, there's something wrong with them too. Because
Yeah. Oh yeah.
like I saw it more like, yeah, like awesome. Like I wasn't sexualizing it at all. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, oh shit, look,
Yeah.
she's like fucking boss now. Like, all right. But
Yeah,
then like
she's
to me
going-
it's a
she's
fight
going,
scene.
like John
They
Wick
were
mode,
like,
you know?
whoa, oh my god.
It's like-
they're
it's like,
already
imagine-
seeing it sexually. Like
Like
instead of
imagine
seeing,
someone
like, the
takes a
stuff,
look
like,
at you and like, oh my god, look at those thighs. Those thighs are too thick.
yeah, literally. I'd be like, yo, what?
Pretty
Like,
much, yeah.
But there's people that like,
Yo, like
they see
Master
that,
Chief's
and
got
that's all
too
they
thick
see.
They'll
of
always
rear
assume the
end.
worst. That's the issue. They'll always assume the worst.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
always do that. Like
But that's
imagine
what I'm
like,
saying. People that do that, you also gotta like, all right.
yo, it's like
why
imagine
you
like someone
looking
looking
at
at
that?
Katie, like Katie, those socks aren't high enough.
Pretty high.
Pretty
Nah,
goddamn high.
No, but you know, in the Twitter universe, that's not high enough. Get it higher.
Exactly.
Yeah, your socks have to go above your belly
There's,
button.
I always tell people, because actually this happened the other day on VR chat. Like, there is a market for getting a reaction. There is a
Really?
market for it. There is. I mean, look, there's people that make content
Oh yeah, that's
off
true.
being trolls and just getting a reaction from their trolling. Like, that's
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
VR chat's definitely known for that. You know, they
It-
go on and people
it's
say
true.
stupid shit
People do that.
because they can't say it in person. You know, 'cause they would get repercussions in person, but they can hide
Mm.
behind a mask and then get same thing. They can make a Twitter
Yeah.
profile, complain about something just for the reactions. That's all it is.
Mhm.
Whether it's positive or negative, you're getting reactions.
Mm.
So that's
But,
one of the
you
main
know.
things. That's
Yeah.
how that's how it is. That's what's
Well,
happening.
yeah,
now, so
no,
yeah.
like I'm just like, like you said, like if that's what people are seeing when it comes to like just a simple fight scene, like a badass fight scene in Demon Slayer, then who's the real degenerate here?
Exactly.
You or me.
exactly.
Bruh.
That's like exactly.
Yeah.
You or me?
But I'm seeing a fight scene. I'm seeing like like a demon. This you're
Yeah.
seeing just the sexual portion of it. Like there's
Right.
something wrong
Exactly.
with you, not me. Like I'm just
Yeah, and it's like honestly, like people do that all the time. They'll just point it out. It's like, dude, nobody else complained about it. Like nobody else said anything else. It's
Yeah.
only the Twitter people that
I got
complain about
excited
this
that
shit.
she got titties because she was growing.
There
You
you
know,
go.
she's growing as a demon.
Yeah, she's a
there you go.
beast.
She
She
was
turned
in-
into like an
yeah.
ultimate form
There
to
you
fight.
go.
Like I was like, hell yeah! Like you know,
got it. You got it.
I'm not
then
gonna
all the
I'm not
all
gonna
the
get
Twitter
excited
people
if
were
she
like,
turned into a baby.
"That's
and then, like,
illegal."
you know, like yeah, like so I thought
Yeah.
it was cool.
Yo, Kai.
He's bullying us.
Kai is on board tonight. Yo,
Live.
Kai, how's it going? How you doing, Kai? Thanks for
Or
popping
Kai.
in.
yeah.
Sheesh. Yo, but yeah, yo, the Demon Slayer thing, and then people do that a lot with Genshin Impact as well on Twitter. They do
Man, don't even get me started.
Oh really?
they do the
Actually,
same shit. The
Funny
same
story,
shit.
actually. There was this one time where I came in to like a whole like a Deluxe Tavern session, and I basically said that the ship between Bennett and Razor made no sense because they're just friends. Bruh, there were 3 people in there that got so pissed at me that they
Bruh.
blocked me and tried to vote kick me out the session.
Wow.
It was hilarious.
Damn, dude.
It was absolutely hilarious.
That's how it be, man.
I
That's how
still
it
view
be.
it to like as one of my most memorable VR chat experiences to this day, and it happened recently too. It was amazing. The fact that you got so offended over an opinion, not even
People
an
get
opinion, but
offended over
just a
crazy
fact, bro.
things.
Come on,
Yeah,
facts don't care about your feelings. Get over it.
facts. But that's another thing
Sheesh.
too. Is like ignorance is bliss. Some people get like so like caught up. I'm like, bro, like who cares? Just ignore it. Like just live your life. And they're like, no,
Yeah,
I have to win this argument. Like what? Jesus Christ.
Right. Right.
exactly, bro.
Oh shit.
It doesn't matter in the end of the day, because in the end of the
Exactly.
day, like, it doesn't make any sense. They're just friends, okay? They're just friends.
Facts.
Right.
I don't understand why people have to romanticize everything that happens in a show
Oh man.
or a game.
I know. Also, Kai says
Jesus.
that they be chilling, which is
They be
awesome.
chilling.
But yeah, dude, like people take the shit way too far. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
hmm
It's-
That's why I don't like Genshin. I like, well, that, and because the gacha system is just completely stupid. I don't know. why
It
they
is
have to make a
stupid,
gacha
like-
system in a freaking open world game, but you know, it is what it is. You know.
I mean, and the sad
It
part
is what
about
it is.
Genshin now is like recently the stories have been such a drag. It's annoying. Like, I mean, the
Yeah.
lore altogether is amazing, but
It's just how it's executed.
yeah, when they execute the story, when you play, it's like it drags ass so much. They have to do so many stupid shit to get to the main points of the story. And it's like, bro, nobody gives a fuck
Mhm.
about it. I mean, compared to Honkai, when Honkai has
Yeah.
little stuff, at least it's entertaining, and for the most part, it
That's
gives
why
you
I like Honkai a lot more than Genshin, because the story is actually engaging, and
story.
I can actually give a shit about the characters,
yes,
because there's actual
Yeah.
risks.
and the characters die in that one too. which-
Exactly. When they die, they stay dead most of the time. Because
Most
I mean, Rie Sakura has died like how many times already?
Fuhua,
Shit.
wait, Fuhua died, turned Hershey form, died, came back.
Yeah.
I still don't get that part. Sakura, yeah, Sakura is a whole another Inception
Some
story.
point, Fuha actually lost her immortality, because you know Fuha's 50,000 years old. She
Yeah.
actually lost that immortality at some point, but I think she gained it back.
Yeah, but yeah, the
Alright.
story on that, awesome. Their cutscenes are fucking amazing. They should turn it into a fucking anime by now. They
My
have
favorite-
they have
my favorite
over
character.
100 volumes of manga at this point.
Jesus.
Yeah, I want to check out the manga series, because I heard the manga series was like amazing.
Yeah, and you know what's so funny? That people that knew about Honkai didn't know that there was a game. They only knew about it because of the manga, which is
Oh, what the-
hilarious. It's and they have
Why?
they have it on Crunchyroll. They have it
Oh.
on their own site. You know, like if you check on the game, you can actually get to the manga through a quick link that they have set up in there.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
It's
pretty
fucking
cool.
amazing.
I'll probably check out the manga series whenever I can, because I know
Yeah.
I've heard that it's really good.
Oh,
Bear,
yeah.
you have full body on right now, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
go
does.
for it.
So I heard that if you stand up and do a squat with your hand up, with one hand up and do a squat down, it won't track. Do you want to try it real quick?
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
try it. Let's see.
Oh.
Let me see.
Wait, is that really true?
Yeah, I don't have
let's,
my full body, but I want to see.
let's see. All right, let's see. Let's see.
Gotta stand up. So you gotta put one hand up, all the way up, like this.
One hand
that.
in the air.
Yeah, one hand in the air,
Straight up.
straight up, and then
like-
try to do a squat. But you gotta hold it up there while you're doing the squat.
Straight up.
Yeah,
Straight
like
up, yeah.
straight up like this, and then like squat down.
And then we do one squat.
I
Oh my god! Got him.
I'm so glad you guys were on board with that. I was like,
I was-
this will work.
You know what?
You put his hand up
Okay.
early.
By the way, Raiden May, best
Hmm.
best
Hold
character. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
as soon as you said that, I was just instantly. I was like, "This is perfect. I can't wait for it to happen."
Yeah.
Holy
I had a
crap.
feeling. I had a feeling. I'm like, bruh.
You know what time is it? 10:15?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
10:15.
15
Wrap it
these
up.
nuts in
Wrap
your
it
mouth.
Shut the hell up. You know what? I think it's a good time to end it there.
No, you could end it. You know, you could get out of here. I mean, that's fine. Not
That was a good one.
like, well, everybody.
That was amazing.
That's one guest down. You know, 3 left to go. You know.
Yeah,
I'm
I
still
want to get everybody
here.
a full body. I'm gonna get Kyra with it. I want to get Night Rose. Everybody that has full body. I'm gonna get 'em.
yes.
Actually, we could do it with even people without full body, right? They could do it. It's gonna be perfect.
I think so.
I
don't
kind of
know.
figured you would already know because you're on TikTok. So I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katie does it all the
I could've
time.
got 'em.
Holy crap! That was amazing.
That was
Yeah,
good.
You should clip that one. You should
I
clip
should.
that.
But you know what? Funny thing is, like, I didn't do the full squat, so
No, yeah, it
Damn.
happened. Yeah, there's no going back, Bear.
no,
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 go
cause
back.
see, you know, hey, you know the one thing that makes it committed if I went all the way down.
You did. Oh, you went down.
No, I didn't.
yeah.
I didn't go all
you
the
went
way
down
down.
far enough,
You
Bear.
went far enough.
I think
Exactly.
what sold it for me is the noise that he made.
Flipping that.
It was just the noise that he made. It like all I heard whenever he did the squat was like.
Yo, hey,
So good.
who we should get though to do this
Boy,
other than
everybody.
so we get Cairo, of course, is one. I mean, he probably already did it before, so I
No,
wouldn't.
don't think so. I don't think
No,
so.
no,
He
I
hasn't been on.
guarantee you that he probably has
I'll
done it.
get him. I'll get him tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. And then we got Night Rose. Let me see who else. Who else has full body?
I don't even think you need full body, to be honest, because you
Blue?
still squat.
Just-
Blue, yeah. I'm gonna get everybody.
Wait,
I'm
no,
gonna get everybody.
but Blue probably does it all the time though.
Yo, I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
I'm gonna
it's,
try to get as many
it's
people as
Blue we're
possible.
talking about here. She probably does it all
Yeah,
the
she probably
time.
already knows.
That's how she got
She knows
snades. But
Hell yeah. All right,
Holy
let's do this. Wrap it up.
all right, y'all.
All
right, let's
there.
let's wrap
We're
it
gonna
up.
end it there.
Yeah. It's like
37. So in
thir-
2 more episodes.
she's
and we'll be at
37.
40.
Yes, 30
40
episode 37, y'all.
38, now 40.
Crazy shit.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. Great episode, y'all. Yes.
Pretty much, I
love
think
to see it.
April, right? The first week of April will be on episode 40.
Yeah, I think.
Probably. You know what?
Yeah.
40
Honestly, let me see.
around that. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure 40 will
Fool's Day's
probably be
coming up.
squeezed like into the last week of March, and then
Yeah.
as soon as we have to April, then that'll be like maybe the 41st or 42nd, somewhere between those two. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. So let me pop in a few of these here before we head out. Always gotta keep this shit organized. Let me see. So
By the way, I don't know if you guys mind like me like just joining randomly, because I see you online, and every time I see the join button, I'm like, should I, or is he busy? No, I'll leave him alone.
Who, Bear?
No, you. Well, him too, but also you.
there we go.
Oh, yeah, no.
'Cause sometimes I see your join
anyone
buttons
can
active.
join on me. That's usually what I
Oh,
do. I'll
shit.
just go into a world and people just join on me.
Oh,
Well-
shit, alright.
Just
So long as you're okay
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah,
good.
no, I'll
know,
leave it up. If I ever
wanna
have to
join
like
as well.
not have people, I'll change my status to like do not disturb, whatever. But I usually have it on auto accept. You
Okay.
just join.
Ju-
on
Just
me, it's all
making
good.
sure, because I don't want to like be like that one person that like joins whenever
No,
something's going
literally
on.
everyone does
so-
it. You're good. I do that on purpose. I'm like, yo,
Okay,
join on me. Go ahead.
okay.
Like I even say it on stream. Like it's more.
All right,
the
just
merrier.
making sure. Just making sure. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah.
Anyways, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of the Beargunson podcast. Hope y'all enjoyed everyone here. And like always, don't forget to support me on Instagram, the TikTok, and the YouTubes. I have been posting a couple stuff here and there. recently with some Honkai. I will be posting some more videos of Honkai, especially with this character coming out soon in the next update, probably coming out next month. But there is a one character, spicy character. Y'all probably already seen the videos I've sent, but she's spicy character.
Bass.
They gave her a nice animation update, and I'm like, yes. Honkai has topped Genshin once again. If y'all don't know what I mean, check it out on my TikTok. I did put a short video of it as well on YouTube and Instagram, so go ahead and check those out and support me there. And do y'all have anything y'all want to kind of like plug in before we...
Plug in YouTube channel, Incerno, literally just called Incerno, 82 subs, very small, I know.
Alright, cool.
But yeah,
Who you didn't
Incerno,
have
just
before.
literally the same as my
Exactly.
name,
Better than zero.
INCERNO.
Okay,
Literally only 82
Incerno.
subs, but you know,
Okay.
it's just a random channel that I have that I just post random edits. Not edits, but like just edits of
Yeah.
gameplay. And I just, do whatever on there.
So do you
Just
only
a
do
random
YouTube, or do you do Twitch as well? Anything else?
Only YouTube.
Only YouTube?
I might do a Twitch in the future, but not anytime soon.
Hmm.
That's for sure.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
since I can't really put links on Twitch, but for the YouTube side, if y'all right now decide to drop by the YouTube channel, I do have their channels linked on the previous episode, but I will also link their channels on this episode once I put it on YouTube as well. Also, we got Turbo Heart, of course, with his Twitch channel. Have you been doing anything yet as of recent with your
YouTube will be kicking off this week. I actually just started a video on explaining how I do my full body tracking and the power supplies that I use. That is like a DIY. I also have I'm pretty much just gonna upload my clips onto YouTube. And also the Streamcation whole Patreon Ko-Fi program is finally going live this week. So worked on it pretty hard over the weekend. Yeah, so I'm actually really, really excited for that. We have some new roles coming up. There's a thing called the Kaizen 4. This is a really
Kaizen
cool name,
4,
so
okay.
yeah,
Kaizen
get ready for
4,
that. What does it mean? I
alright.
don't know. You have to wait till the release, but that's coming out.
Oh
So
boy,
yeah.
Bubble boy. I don't know.
it's gonna be really chill. So
Anyway,
but yeah, no, other than that, YouTube is coming up next, so pretty excited.
noise.
Nice.
Let me know whenever you got it up.
So
I'll follow you on there.
So is there any like links at the moment for the Patreon that you might want to share?
Yet.
Not yet?
It
Okay.
will go live this week. So actually, at the next week's podcast, it'll be ready
For next week. Okay.
100% ready. Yeah,
I'll
it'll
check
be on
it
the
out whenever it is.
Streamcation.live
It's not live.
link.
Okay.
Yeah, even that's
Alright.
getting remade. So that's gonna be
Oh.
all new and
nice.
everything.
So is like the Discord server link going to be changed as well with everything
no,
else?
Discord server link will stay the same.
Okay.
The Streamcation.live link will stay the same. It's just now the way it looks will look a little different. It'll have more links on there, a little cleaner. So
Alright.
it's gonna be pretty awesome. Really, really
Sheesh.
excited. So
Alright.
we'll see what happens.
Well,
what? Well, let's not forget Katie. She's got a TikTok.
Oh,
Remember?
I just do TikTok.
yeah, TikTok these nuts in your mouth.
That's how we were able to get that's how we were able to get
the
you
hell
with that squat, because that's pretty big right now. I've seen
Oh, so that's pretty much like we're reenacting Katie's TikTok. Okay, amazing.
No, they didn't do it. It's like you see people do it, because it'll be
I
like
wouldn't really call
it'll be
it
like some
reenact.
girl, and she'll tell like her boyfriend, she's like, hey, like, can you know it's like impossible to do? He's like, what do you mean? That's dumb. And he does it, and they're like, hi, and he's like, come on. He gets so mad.
Yeah, nah.
Hey, you know what's funny is like, hey, you jealous? I do it better than you. Why should be like, what the fuck?
Right? No, a lot of them, they get mad, like, come on again. Like it looks like something they get them a lot with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyways,
yeah.
so all the social links will be linked on the YouTube side, and the Discord server for Streamcation is linked in my About tab on Twitch. I should probably put it on the YouTube side. I haven't really done much with links on YouTube as far as my About tab on there, but I will update that. So if you are swinging by my YouTube channel, I will have to update that soon. But on the Twitch side, you can actually join the Streamcation Discord server now if you would like to. Meet streamers, gamers, nerds, VR fanatics alike, anime lovers, and all the good mixtures.
Everything.
Everything. So yeah,
Everything.
go ahead and join us now. It's for free. And if you have any questions, just feel free to talk to Turbo right here. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much about it.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
I think that's a wrap. So again, I hope y'all have enjoyed this episode of the Beargunson podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube side. And again, don't forget to support me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And like always, until the next time, deuces.
Bye.
Adios.
Woo! Wah wah wee wah.